Cape Cod students to get scholarships, to help with college. The opportunities are endless. You could host a runner for the Falmouth Road Race, professional runners and athletes, and really just enjoy the race because it's a staple in the Falmouth community. And it's a really exciting thing that the Falmouth Road Race really gives back to the community the way it does.
The first Falmouth Road Race was held in 1973 on a rainy and windy Wednesday afternoon in August. The green t-shirt marking the occasion noted it was a marathon, but of course it wasn't 26.2 miles. Instead it was, and still is, a bit of a quirky distance of 7 miles, starting at the Captain Kidd restaurant in Woods Hole and ending at what was the old Brothers 4 club in Falmouth Heights. The idea of road racing was in its infancy in the early 70s, and Falmouth proved to be in step with the times as a fitness boom began to sweep across the country. And the route from Woods Hole to Falmouth Heights was a pleasant, refreshing route that race founder Tommy Leonard often ran. There were 92 finishers in the first Falmouth in 1973. At its peak in 2019, over 11,000 crossed the finish line in Falmouth Heights. Pencil and paper entries have been replaced by online registration. Cotton t-shirts and canvas sneakers gave way to moisture-wicking singlets and high-tech running shoes. Essential corporate sponsorships helped fund a lucrative prize purse for the world's elite. More than 2,000 volunteers really run the race, doing anything and everything to support. Coaches and administrators. They serve on various boards and advisory committees and represent the town of Falmouth across the country and even internationally when they attend or support other races, conferences, and industry-related events. Celebrating its 51st running in 2023, the race now known as the Asics Falmouth Road Race has grown gracefully into one of the signature events in the world of distance running. Indeed, it's not a marathon, officially certified at exactly 7 miles, but Falmouth is on a very short list of the best races in the country. On August 20th, 10,000 runners will toe the line in Woods Hole to start the scenic 7-mile course. They'll run by Notska Lighthouse at mile 1, through the shady woods of miles 2 and 3, and onto the sunny stretch of Surf Drive at mile 4, around Falmouth Harbor at mile 5, by the band shell, past the Island Queen ferry boat, cross the 10K mark in Falmouth Heights, and finally rounding the corner at the Falmouth Yacht Club for the final stretch to the finish. The crowds are cheering, the American flag is waving over the finish area, and the Music and Finish Festival are beckoning. All this from beloved Tommy Leonard's dream and his simple desire to assist the girls of the new Falmouth Track Club. Tommy said often of those early years, "We were a band of brothers. It was a race born out of friendship. Those who were already friends and those who would become friends." Tommy passed away in 2019 at the age of 85, but his soaring spirit endures, and he will forever be the emotional heartbeat of the Falmouth Road Race. We all think of him each year as we plan the events of the coming season, and we hope that we make him proud.
And welcome everybody here today to the 51st running of the Asics Falmouth Road Race. My name is Mark Davis. I am here in beautiful Falmouth Heights, and we are going to be welcoming 10,000 runners here today, crossing the finish line, and we really look forward to celebrating victories of all kinds here today. You can watch all the action there up on the Jumbotron. We've been listening to TK Skandarian and Fitzkohler over at the start line as they get ready to send the athletes off. And, of course, we want to thank all of our great sponsors out here, especially our fantastic title sponsor, Asics. They've been they have a huge contingent of runners out here in the race today, and they've been an incredible partner throughout the years. If you want to follow the athletes out here today on the app, we want to make sure that you check out the RT app to track your runners, read up on the elites, track the results, and which will be posted later on today. And, of course, on this beautiful day, we want to capture all the excitement on photos, so we're happy to have Marathon Photo out here today as the official race photographer. You can find your pictures after the race at Marathon Photo, that's FOTO.com. This year, we're celebrating the 48th year of the wheelchair division, sponsored by Spalding Rehabilitation. We saw some of those amazing athletes out on the track on Friday night. Daniel Romanchek, Susanna Scaroni, just absolutely tear up that beautiful track over there at Falmouth High School, and they will be returning today, along with some other amazing wheelchair athletes. And, of course, we want to give a shout-out to all the charity runners today in our Numbers for Nonprofits program. Over 200 Massachusetts-based nonprofit organizations are running in the race today with approximately 3,600 runners in today's race. Speaking of the Falmouth Festival of Miles, the Asics Falmouth Festival of Miles on Friday, just wanted to give a shout-out to all those winners in the Tommy Cockery High School Mile. We saw some beautiful photos there of that brand-new track out there. The Tommy Cockery High School Mile, Alec Carew, rising senior from Milton High School, won that race in 4:25. On the girls' side, Dana Lear, a rising junior out of Belmont High School, won the race very, very comfortably in a 5:02 mile. In our elite men's side, John Gregoric ran 3:53 for the mile. Absolutely amazing. Just missed the meet record by about 1 second. And then on the women's side, Emily McKay ran 4:23 to beat the meet record, a over 21-year record. Susie Favor Hamilton had that record at 4:25, and Emily ran 4:23. And then in the wheelchair division, of course, I mentioned earlier, Daniel Romanchek and Susanna Scaroni took the victories. Daniel Romanchek, just absolutely amazing athlete. The wingspan on this guy, you'll see when he's coming down the finish line, it's quite amazing. Once again, we're proud to partner with the Falmouth Community Television, our local community TV sponsor for this year's event. We want to thank you for helping us share the story here today, and we'll be chatting throughout the morning, and we're excited again to welcome all these fabulous athletes on the 51st running of the Asics Falmouth Road Race. We're sorry for some of the technical difficulties that we're having out at the start line. We'll try to get back to Fitz soon as she gets ready to talk to some important folks out there at the start line area. Meanwhile, we're getting all set up here at the finish line. We got we got the crew out here from DMSE that's putting together the beautiful finish line, our award stage, and it looks like they're getting ready to raise the flag. And we've got some great athletes out here today that we're going to be talking about throughout today's event. Big special shout out to 2 Falmouth men who have completed every single Falmouth road race since 1973. 51 years these two athletes have been out here. So big hats off to Tom Brantley and Brian Salzberg for an amazing streak and dedication to this event.
What a day it is. The excitement is building. The runners have arrived, and it is nearly time.
All right, team, we are broadcasting live from the start line at the iconic Asics Falmouth Road Race, and I am here with athlete Sam Mesapek, and you are running for team.
We Beat Cancer.
And how come well, first of all, where are you from?
I'm from San Francisco, California.
And how many times have you come out here?
This is year 6, I believe.
And who are you running for?
I am running in the memory of my father and a good friend of mine from childhood for Team We Beat Cancer.
And why does this cause mean so much to you? What are you trying to accomplish here?
The group raises money to make it easier for families to care for their loved ones. So it's just a really personal cause.
Yeah, so as someone who's beaten up on cancer personally, and we have so many athletes in our crowd running for Dana-Farber and other great cancer causes, it's so meaningful to see people that are working to not only find more effective cures, but more humane cures, and also just simply supporting people going through treatment, because it is brutal.
I agree, yeah. There's a lot of unseen victims and, caregivers, and it's so important to be supportive of those people.
All right, so Sam, we got to know, are you going to be running really fast for Team We Beat Cancer, or are you just going to be going at your own happy pace?
I'm going to be trying for a new PR.
All right, what does that mean for you? What's that number?
52 minutes, I think.
52 minutes. Okay, so folks, everybody, find Sam in the pretty blue shirt with the pretty blue eyes and Team We Beat Cancer on his bib, and let's cheer him on to that PR. Thanks for everyone out there supporting so many good causes.
Well, amongst all of these 10,000 athletes out here today are some pretty fast individuals, as TK and Fitz were saying earlier. Obviously, we've got the World Championships that are going on over in Budapest. We would normally have had one of our star athletes, Ben Flanagan, out here this year trying to retain his title, but he's going to be competing for Canada in the 5,000 meters starting on Thursday. But we still have an absolutely amazing field out here on the women's side. Unfortunately, a last-second drop from the field, Edna Kiplagat, who apparently just had a little bit of a minor twinge in the leg before she got on the plane and decided best to save herself. A lot of folks are obviously looking forward to next year's Olympic Games, and so better to be safe than sorry. So unfortunately, we don't have Edna out here today, but we do have some really amazing athletes. Weena Kilati, Cynthia Limo, some of our Kenyan athletes. Helen Obiri is probably one of the front runners out here today. The only woman to have won world titles in outdoor track, indoor track, and cross country. She's been very impressive record at the Olympics, World Championships, and on the Diamond League Tour over in Europe. So we expect her to be really well. And representing the USA athletes, the one and only Emily Sisson, currently holds the North American marathon record with a time of 2:18 set at the 2022 Chicago Marathon. So very fast young lady out there. Will certainly give some of the ladies in the field a run for their money. And then obviously over on the men's side, we've got a huge contingent of international athletes and local athletes. David Bett from Kenya, Sam Chilenga, who's a U.S. citizen born in Kenya, has got a great record on the road race circuit. Wellesley Kiptoo, obviously, is going to be a great athlete. John Career, Edwin Kurgat, just some phenomenal athletes out here today. And then, as I mentioned before, on the wheelchair side, Daniel Romanchek has just absolutely stormed onto the scene about 4 or 5 years ago, maybe even before that, and has just been kind of running away with just about every major marathon out there, road race, and as well on the track. And then Susanna Scaroni, who's kind of took over the mantle from Tatiana McFadden and has just been kind of just cleaning up the scene on the roads, on the track, and what have you. So we're going to have some very, very fast athletes that are going to be joining us out here today, as well as, again, 10,000 eager athletes They're going to be running and chasing behind them on this beautiful day here, and we're very excited here in Falmouth Heights. We want to thank all the businesses around here for letting us kind of come in and be really loud for a morning, and we hope everybody appreciates the morning that we have. You can see shots on the Jumbotron there of the start line. Dave McGilvery right there on the start line, and his DMSE crew getting ready to send these folks off in style. Looks like our wheelchair athletes are getting ready to head off soon, and we'll get reports from our vehicles throughout the race as we get updates from this 51st running of the Asics Falmouth Road Race.
Hey guys, we got Matt Manchester coming to the microphone right now. He's going to give us a few details about our elite chair athletes. They look like we got a bunch of Batmobiles lined up.
Yeah, we got a great field this year. This is the 48th running of the wheelchair division presented by Spalding Rehabilitation. We believe it's the oldest non-marathon wheelchair division in the country, which is pretty exciting. We have 5 total Paralympians in the field and 15 total wheelchairs. Highlighting the field this year, we have Daniel Romanchuk, who has won the race 4 times, and he has our course record he set in 2019.
And he obliterated the
mile,
1 mile on Friday night.
Yeah,
Amazing.
he crushed that. He is the youngest person to win the Boston Marathon and the first American since the 90s.
Wow.
He won it in 2019. We got our 2021 champ, Herman Garrick. This is his 10th Falmouth Road Race. I counted it out. I don't know if you knew that. And he came in 3rd in the mile. He did great in that. We also have Rafael Batzio, who's joining us from Ghana, which is pretty awesome. He's working with Daniel and his family on an organization that trying to supply wheelchairs to people who need racing wheelchairs. Pretty awesome. Delmas Mayo joining us from Boston. He's 17 years old. Awesome, Delmas. He was named a part of the Moves United U.S. track team. He's going to compete in Thailand in the track. So he also completed in the mile race as well. And then in the women's side, we have Susanna Scaroni joining us again, the 2023 Boston Marathon champion.
Also killed it on Friday night.
She did. She won gold in the Paralympics, the 5,000 meter in 2020. And yeah, she's our course record holder. She set it last year, her first time in Falmouth. She set the course record.
Wow.
Pretty awesome. And then the last 2 I have here for the women that I'm highlighting, we've got Amelia Perry, or Emmy, she's 2021 champ. Training in Colorado Springs right now for the para-triathlon, and she also did the mile. And then, of course, Maddie Wilson, 14 years old. This is her 7th Falmouth Road Race at 14 years old. Fan favorite, I would say, and I have to say, everybody knows her by her pink wheelchair. This is the last race she's doing in her pink wheelchair. She's retiring it after this race.
What? That's her Barbie chair, my gosh. This is the time to continue on with pink.
Absolutely. Well, get a new wheelchair, So, but we have a great field this year. I'm looking forward to it. So, yeah, race hard out there. Hope for a tailwind, my friends.
And Matt, quick question, because these are by far the most intimidating looking athletes. They've got that streamlined pose and the helmets and the mirrored lenses. Are they as terrifying as they look?
Oh, absolutely. They are fast. So look out for them. All right.
Thank you so much, Matt.
Are you ready?
All right, folks, we're about to kick off our chairs. How about we make some noise?
Well, good morning, everyone. At this time, we'd like to introduce Lucas Pokraka, who will be singing America the Beautiful before the start of our wheelchair race. The grandson of Ron Pokraka, one of the famous Falmouth Five, Lucas is a recent graduate of Stoughton High School. He plans to attend Loyola Marymount University in the fall to major in theater arts. Everyone, Lucas Pokraka.
Oh, beautiful, for spacious skies, for amber waves of grain, for purple mountain majesties above the fruited plain. America, America, God shed his grace on thee and crown thy good with brotherhood from sea to shining sea.
Lucas, nice job. Congratulations, Lucas, and thank you for doing that. Folks, we are just 1.5 minutes away from the start of our wheelchair competition. To help us start this race will be Anne-Marie Thomas up here, Dr. Anne-Marie Thomas from Spalding Rehabilitation Hospital of Cape Cod. So we've got about 90 seconds until the start of our wheelchair athletes. Woods Hole, can you give it up for our wheelchair competitors today? We are in our 48th year of our wheelchair division, sponsored by Spalding Rehabilitation Hospital of Cape Cod. What a program it is. We thank Spalding Rehabilitation for its support of this race. And of course, our fantastic title sponsor, Asics, who is here with a big slew of runners and beautiful shirts that we're all wearing out here today. So a big thank you to our friends from Asics, and a big thank you to you all. Nearly 10,000 runners here lined up in Woods Hole, ready to take on the 51st running of the Asics Falmouth Road Race. We are about 30 seconds away from the start. Correct. Incorrect.
1 minute.
1 minute.
There you go.
Away from the start of our wheelchair competition.
So, TK,
Yes,
it will take them approximately 7 minutes to go the entire 7-mile distance, correct? It's give or take?
Depends on the wind, somewhere between 6 and 8, I think.
Keeping expectations low today, but vroom, vroom, they move quickly. In fact, they move so quickly that some courses don't even allow chairs on the course because they go so fast.
You know, one update to share with all of you runners, especially if you're getting ready in one of the later fields, we are starting everyone at 9:05. So if you thought you might be starting a few minutes later, all of the mass runners will start on one gun at 9:05. We are just a few seconds away, and Dr. Anne-Marie Thomas is here.
15 seconds, 15.
Give it up, Woods Hole, for our wheelchair competitors. On the horn, athletes. And there they go. Thank you very much, Dr. Anne-Marie Thomas of Spalding Rehabilitation Hospital of Cape Cod. There they go. The arms are pumping, the wheels are turning, and we are underway in Woods Hole. At this time, we'd like to ask our elite women competitors to make their way to the starting line. So, for our world-class field of elite women, please get on the road and get ready, because you're next.
All right, folks, and I am headed over to the finish line with those elite women, so come see me at the finish line. Hands up high, big smiles. I'll be looking for you.
Let's give it up for our announcer, Fitz. Fitz, great job. Fitz Kohler up here, her first time announcing the Falmouth Road Race, joining us from Florida today. Fitz will be on the lead truck with the women. Now on the home stretch.
All right, we are off with our wheelchair division here in the 51st running of the Asics Falmouth Road Race. We're excited to have Fitz is going to be joining us here at the finish line as soon as she gets here on one of those press trucks. But those athletes that just headed out there on the wheelchair division, again, we've got some amazing athletes, not only Daniel Romanchuk, the 4-time Falmouth Road Race champion and course record holder, 2-time Paralympian with a gold medal in the 400 meters and a bronze medal in the marathon in the 2020 Tokyo Paralympics. He will be out there leading the charge. Followed by him after that, Herman Garrick, the 2021 Asics Falmouth Road Race champion. He was one of those years where he was just a little bit better than Daniel. He'll be out there, as well as Krieg Schaubert, a 5-time Falmouth Road Race champion who lost both legs as a corporal in the South African Army when his unit came under attack in 1987. He will be out there, an absolutely fabulous athlete who's been on the scene for a very, very long time, and an amazing young man that's out there, Delmas Mayo, a local lad out of here at Jamaica Plain, Massachusetts. I got a chance to meet him last year at the Expo and speak with him. The 2022 Sports and Spokes Junior Athlete of the Year. And then, obviously, on the women's side, Susanna Scaroni, just an absolute fabulous athlete, has really, again, as I mentioned, taken over the reins from Tatiana McFadden. Amelia Perry, Jenna Fessemeyer, and Hannah Babalola are some of our top athletes here in the wheelchair division. Again, they will be going very fast today. They will be coming down, screaming down the road in just a few minutes, it almost seems like.
Road Race, Adaptive Athletes Program Manager. Just a quick update on the elite wheelchair field. Daniel Romanchuk is ahead. We have another trailer behind. I can't really tell you who it is. We are currently passing Nautical Lighthouse. She's 2 minutes and 50 seconds. She's pretty speedy. So it's looking like it's going to be Daniel from here on out, and you know, he's going to defend his title most likely. Let's hope, barring anything that's happening.
We were just hearing from.
Can you hear me?
We were just hearing from Matt from our lead wheelchair vehicle. We'll try to get some more reports on those athletes as they come very fast and furious towards the finish line here in Falmouth Heights. But we're getting ready to see, as you can see on the Jumbotron there, our elite women are getting ready to line up. We have some absolutely fabulous athletes out there today. Of course, I was talking earlier about Helen O'Beary. She won the 5,000-meter World Championships in 2017 and 2019, where she set a championship record of 14 minutes and 21 seconds and was a silver medalist in the 5,000 at the 2016 Rio and 2020 Tokyo Olympics, which were just in 2021, actually. So really, really fabulous athlete out there in Helen O'Beary. She will be followed by some of her compatriots out there as well. Evelyn Kimboy, who's actually a USA athlete now, a current student at Utah Valley University. She won the 10,000 meters at the 2023 NCAA Outdoor Championships just recently last spring. She's definitely going to be in contention. And another Kenyan athlete out there, Cynthia Limo. She placed second at the IAAF World Half Marathon Championships just a few years ago with a time of 1:07. So very, very fast. And again, representing the U.S., Emily Sisson. As I mentioned before, currently holds the North American record for the marathon. She also holds the half marathon record, having beaten her previous record by 19 seconds at the 2023 Aramco Houston half marathon with a time of 66:52. So those athletes are getting ready to start on the line, and we're going to head things back over to the start line with TK and Fitz, or just TK.
At this time, we would like to take a moment of silence to recognize a race legend we lost this year. Rick Hoyt passed away at the age of 61 earlier this year. Rick and his father, Dick, ran 37 consecutive Falmouth road races, the longest consecutive streak of any, more than their 1,000 races completed. In honor of the pioneering father-son duo and Rick, we ask that you please take a moment of silence. Thank you. And now, to honor America, it's our national anthem. We'd like to welcome Tasha Whited up here. Tasha lives in Buzzards Bay, where she is a housing officer in the United States Coast Guard. She performs in community theater here in Cape Cod. And last year, she was in Beauty and the Beast, presented by the Falmouth Theater Guild. She is a board member of the Falmouth Running Club, and we invite her to the stage. Tasha, take it away.
Oh, say, can you see by the dawn's early light what so proudly we held at the twilight's last gleaming, whose broad stripes and bright stars through the perilous fight o'er the ramparts we watched were so gallantly streaming, and the rocket's red glare, the bombs bursting in air, gave proof through the night that our flag was still there. Oh, say does that star-spangled banner yet wave o'er the land of the free and the home of the brave?
Thank you, Tasha. We are 1 minute away from the start of the Elite Women's Race. We'd like to invite a special guest up here to the stage who will start the Elite Women's Race on the sound of a horn. Some of you have run a road race before. Some of you have not. Some of you have run a marathon before. Some of you have not. But only one of you has run a marathon in space. And we are joined now by NASA astronaut and a two-time runner of a marathon on the International Space Station. Give it up for Sunny Williams. So astronaut Sunita Williams will sound the horn on race director Dave's watch, and away the women will go. Hey, Woods Hole, let's give it up for our elite women here from the world over, headed to Falmouth. Try to catch them you may, and you will not. We wish them well, and we are just moments away from the start of the Elite Women's Race. We are, how many moments? 15 seconds to be exact. We'll give the sign, we'll give the horn, and away they will go. There they go. Give it up, Woods Hole. I'll tell you what, they're off to a good start. Got it. Thank you, Dave. At this time, we'd like to invite the elite men out onto the street, as well as our duos. So we ask that the elite men coming out into the street just follow the guidance of the race team on the road. And there go the women. Off they go. I'll tell you what, no one is catching them today. No one. So once again, runners, if you are just planning out your morning, it's a little different this year. There will be one start at 9:05. So in years past, we've broken you up by 2.5 minutes.
All right, so the women are off, the elite women are off, and as we know, the wheelchair athletes are already out there. Just some more background on some of our athletes out there. Again, we keep mentioning Daniel Romanchuk. We expect him to be leading the field out there. The current world record holder in the 800 meters. He's also the youngest to win the Boston Marathon in 2019. I had the pleasure of working for that event at that time and meeting that young man as he came out and stormed onto the scene and was the first American to win since 1993 that year. Again, Herman Garrick will be probably close behind if we kind of look at the stats from the mile race on Friday night, as well as Krieg Schalbert. He has just been on the scene for forever. His Falmouth history goes all the way back to 2008, where he won in a time of 23:35. So we're hoping to get an update from our wheelchair vehicle to get a little bit of a scene of what's kind of going on the wheelchair.
All right, yeah, so this is Matt again from the wheelchair truck. Daniel is just blown past the crowd. We just are on Surf Drive right now, turning almost at the harbor right now. He's on a crazy pace. It is a tailwind, so I think that's really helping him out. I think we could see a course record today from Daniel. As a reminder, he has the course record from 2019 of 21:58, and I think he's on pace to win that, beat that, just because of the tailwind today that he has. It's really nice. And yeah, I don't see anyone behind him. I know you said Herman Garrick possibly. I definitely think that's a possibility. Miguel Jimenez is definitely another one. So, yeah, and then Susanna Scaroni, I believe, is already through mile 4, so she's also, you know, competing for a course record today. So it should be a good end result.
That sounds great. We're excited to welcome Daniel. At that kind of pace, his course record's basically about 3 minutes a mile. So if you can imagine how fast 3 minutes a mile is, but with that tailwind, we do expect a very fast race. We're going to get a report from Fitz. She was at the start line with TK. She jumped on the women's vehicle, and she's going to be reporting on some of these fast women that are out on the course already and screaming their way towards Falmouth Heights. Fitz, can we get an update?
Absolutely. So they've taken off hardcore as predicted by this group of world-class athletes, world champions, NCAA champions from cross-country, track, 5K distance, marathons. They're just the perfect batch of women. As predicted, Emily Sisson is out in front. It looks like Emma Grace Hurley's next to her. Helena Beery at her side. Molly Seidel leading the way as well. So have probably about a dozen women up front and a handful behind them, and then there's a few trailing behind, but they're on the move. This is going to be a tight competition because I don't see any of them letting off.
And that sounds great. Thank you, Fitz, for that update. We'll be hearing from her later on in the morning. Again, some really just amazing female athletes out there out on the course here today. And then TK is going to be at the start line. We're going to hear from him in just a little bit about this men's field, but just to kind of give you a little bit of a background on some of these athletes. As I mentioned before, Sam Chilengo, a USA athlete originally from Kenya. He finished 8th in the 2021 Olympic trials in the 10,000, which followed by a win from the 2021 Peachtree Road Race. So he's definitely a contender, not only on the track, but on the roads. Wellesley Kiptoo, the 2021 NCAA indoor champion in the 5,000 meters, ran for Iowa State, and a 7-time All-American in cross-country and track. Again, when you get these athletes that are versatile on the track, on the roads, on cross-country, especially cross-country, those typically have some of your better athletes out there. John Career, the 2021 winner of the Los Angeles Marathon, very strong athlete. Career was also the runner-up at the historic Utica Boilermaker 15K, breaking a nearly 18-year-old course record in the process recently. So he's definitely going to be a contender. And we also have Clayton Young, a 2019 NCAA champion in the 10K, 8-time All-American, who's run about 1:01 for the half marathon. So again, another very, very fast athlete, along with some other Kenyan athletes out there. So the men are going to be starting. You see them on the Jumbotron there. They're going to be kind of lining up, and they're going to get the start. And then they mentioned earlier before, in previous years, we've had athletes that start in waves, but it looks like today we're going to go ahead and start all of our athletes off at about 9:05, the one big mass start. So if you have anybody at the start line that you may think didn't get that news, make sure you send them a quick message and make sure that they're ready to go at 9:05, and we're going to have the whole horde of 10,000 athletes chasing down these elites as they come screaming in here to Falmouth Heights. We've already got a great crowd here. How's everybody doing out here this morning? I can't hear you. Come on, give it to me a little bit more. Nice, nice. I want that excitement to really build up for these athletes as they come into the finish line. Again, we expect to find Daniel Romanchek coming down this hill probably in the next 5 or 10 minutes. So we'll have to make sure that the road is nice and clear. We got the flag blowing. We got the folks out. We got the sun out. We got the breeze out. It's going to be a wonderful morning here at the 51st running of the Falmouth Road Race, sponsored by Asics.
Ocean. Live your life. Welcome to Woods Hole, everybody. We are just a few minutes away from the start of the elite men's race here at the 51st running of the Asics Falmouth Road Race. You all look beautiful today. Everyone got a nice, good night's rest. You feel like $1 million. This race is yours. Martinez Evans is going to join us up here. He is the starter of the men's race today. Be holding the air horn. Martinez is the author. He is an author, and he's the founder of Slow AF Run Club. Martinez is going to get in the race today with you all. You can find him on Instagram. It's the 300-pound runner. Is this your first air horn, Martinez? All right. You look like you've done this a few times. Yeah? I always look professional. Hello, all you beautiful people. We have 1 minute until the start of the elite men's race. Now, remember, the elite men will start, but we have another wave at 9:03. Those are our seated athletes and our duos. And then at 9:05 is when you all start. So you'll hear the horn here at 9 o'clock. But don't just push up on the people in front of you yet. This is for the elite men. Hey, Woods Hole, let's give it up for these elite men. Ten seconds to the start of the elite men's race. Martinez is here to sound the horn. There they go. The elite men are off. Martinez Evans, Slow AF Run Club. Great job on the start, my friend. Martinez going to get in as well. Good luck in the run today, Martinez. And so 903 is seated and close. And how many seated folks are there?
All right, well, we are here at the finish line, and we have an absolutely amazing update. Right now, Daniel Romanchek is on pace to go about 21:07, which will obliterate his already course record by almost a minute. We've got some of these lead vehicles coming down right now, so we expect Daniel to come hauling down this hill any minute. This tailwind has definitely given him a huge advantage on that course record that he already owns at 21:58. We'll start to hear some of the applause probably from the folks at the top of the hill. But again, estimated time right now for Daniel to finish is 21:07, which would break his record by over 50 seconds. We have got some of our folks here at the finish line that are going to be holding the brake tape. Stephen Patrick and Amanda Schumann, who are going to be holding our finish line tape for Daniel. Stephen joined Spalding Rehabilitation Hospital in October 1992 and currently serves as a Chief Development Officer for the Spalding Rehabilitation Network. Amanda is the Director of Leadership Programs, Events, and Special Events at Spalding Rehabilitation Hospital. And we hear the applause, and I'm ready to get sight on Daniel right now. Here he comes, folks. Give it up. Daniel Romanchek, your winner of the 51st Asics Falmouth Road Race. What? Wow, he was coming down fast. 21:19 is his time. If that holds, he will be breaking his own course record by 40 seconds, folks. Give it up for Daniel Romanchek. Absolutely fabulous time. I'm stunned here. I'm honestly stunned here. That was just such an amazing time. Obviously, the wind had a lot to do with it, but just you have to be a fabulous athlete to be able to push that chair that fast, especially on this course. It's not the easiest course in the world, but with that tailwind, I'm sure it helped with that course record. Again, unofficially right now, 21:19. His record was 21:58, so he just obliterated his own course record. We're hoping to see where our second place athlete should be coming close in here. If we get shot, do we know, Matt, if it's Krieg or if it's Herman, who may be following Daniel out there?
Yeah, I mean, based on the mile races we saw the other night and just what I saw at the beginning, I mean, it could be Herman Garrick, it could be Miguel Jimenez Vergara. They both were competing very well, but I just think, yeah, I mean, Daniel's on a class of his own. I mean, that was like an absolute clinic that he just put on. Just watching that from first person, it was crazy. I mean, he led from mile 1 all the way through. So that was an insane feat right there. Course record, if it holds, unbelievable.
I tell you what, if you do get a chance to meet Daniel at some point in time, get a photo with him and just tell him to put his arms out wide. It's literally like, a raptor, with his arms. It's just he's got the wingspan that really is the power behind his performances, and it's truly amazing. He could probably hug you twice. But I just had such a great pleasure watching his career develop ever since he won that first Boston Marathon in 2019. But again, we've got the experience of Krieg out there, Herman, and as well as Miguel, as you mentioned from the results from the mile on Friday. We still expect some really good athletes.
Sounds good. So yeah, I mean, it's fantastic out there. I mean, that was Daniel's 5th Falmouth Championship. He really just absolutely crushed it. And Susanna Scaroni, I believe, is going to be our first woman. She was through mile 5 or mile 6 when we pulled in. So she should be coming in any moment, I believe.
Yeah, her estimated time is about 24:16. We'll try to get an idea of where that is for a course record. Actually, it would be a course record of about a minute. So, but besides these wheelchair athletes out there, obviously we've got the elite women that are probably getting pretty deep into the course right now. So we're going to get a report from Fitz. How's it going out there?
Official times are on the laptop. Those are going to be announcer line times. So don't use the iPad time if you're talking. Use the one that you're on.
Our elite women have passed about the 2.5-mile mark. So far, they have climbed and descended from about 400 hills without flinching. They have not stopped for beautiful photos. They have not stopped at Goldens. We still have Helen O'Beary is right up front with Kaladi. We have Chetna Jano, Jeditu. Emily Sisson is in the middle of the lead pack, which has dwindled to about 10 athletes. Molly Seidel has fallen off a little bit, but they are running fast, and it's Kaladi and O'Beary shoulder to shoulder. They have been side by side the whole time, and there's a group of about 7 just hanging with them, but they still are running strong.
All right, so we apologize to Susanna Scaroni. When we were hearing from Fitz, she came screaming down in the finish and actually finished to look like 3rd overall behind Miguel Vergara. She ran her unofficial time, 24:33, also obliterates the course record by about a minute, her own course record of 25:30. So congratulations to Susanna. Big round of applause for Susanna Scaroni, our champion here of the Asics Falmouth Road Race. And we're going to head things back over to the start line for TK. TK, you there?
Don't forget to breathe. Go get him. Go get him. We'll see you at the finish line. Dana-Farber in the house. Run Brigham. Spalding in the house. So many great charities out here. Tasha's on her way. She sang the anthem. Now she's running the race. Little double dip. Good luck, everybody. We'll see you at the finish line. I mean, how many races do you have people sitting on the roof cheering you on?
All right, we're going to get a report from our men's lead vehicle. Tony Revis is on there on the lead vehicle. Tony, how's it going on there with the elite men?
Place, but Wesley Kiptu is flying. 4:17, first mile.
All right, that was Tony Revis on our men's lead vehicle. Again, if anything is to show us how today's going to be with this tailwind, we expect some very, very fast times. Officially, for Daniel Romanchek, 21:23 is his official finishing time. Again, breaking that course record of his by about 35 seconds. Second place, Miguel Jimenez Vergara in 24:32. And then Herman Garrick officially 25:11. That's our top three men wheelchair. And then Susanna Scaroni, again, officially 24:39. Her course record was 25:30 coming in from 2022. So she obliterates that course record as well. So big ups for those athletes that have already finished. We've already got course records out here today. We're expecting some fast times from our elite men as well. And as you can see on that Jumbotron, 10,000 eager athletes that are all hoping to set their own personal records out here in the 51st running of the Asics Falmouth Road Race. As we mentioned before, the history of Falmouth, founded by Tommy Leonard in 1973, and started at that Captain Kidd restaurant in Woods Hole that we saw earlier, and ending at the Brothers 4-Night Club in Falmouth Heights. Now we finish here at beautiful Shipwrecked, where they're going to be hosting the after-party bash. Make sure you stop by there. That first race attracting less than 100 runners. Since then, it's grown to be one of the premier running events of the summer, with 10,000 runners participating and thousands applying for the random selection process in hopes of gaining a spot, as we once again welcome another one of our wheelchair athletes. That is Rafael Bacho from Ghana, who just came across the finish line there. And we were talking again about all these fabulous athletes out here, wheelchair. We have our duo athletes out here. The late Dick and Rick Hoyt were the first duo team to compete in hundreds of races, but held their longest road race streak here at Falmouth Road Race with a record 37 races completed. And since that first race was held, Falmouth Road Race has served as a fundraiser for local charities and organizations. We'll be talking throughout the day about all these wonderful charities that are out here raising a massive amount of funds throughout the year in preparation for this event. As we welcome yet another wheelchair athlete through the finish line. That was Krieg, yes? And one of our other top female athletes, Amelia Perry from Colorado Springs, coming through. So those are going to be coming in. We have a smaller field with the wheelchair athletes, but we have a tremendous field in the elite athletes, and we're going to be getting some reports. Tony Revis from the men's vehicle, but right now we're going to head out to our women's lead vehicle and see if Fitz has a good report on how the elite women field is shaping up. Take it away, Fitz.
Number one, right behind her, Deriva. We've got Vakoti behind her, Kalati, and Limo. Emily Sisson has fallen at least 15 yards behind, and Helen just looks like Helen Obiri, number one. And she's swerving it a little bit, looking to see if anyone wants to take the lead. But right now, it's her race to lose, it's her race to give away if she wants to. She is very powerful. And again, the crowd is thinning out. It's Obiri, Deriva, Vakoti, Kalati, Limo, and a bit behind Emily Sisson. Just past mile 4.
All right. Again, those elite women at mile 4. They're a little past halfway. And as we suspected, Helen Obiri is going to try to run away with this thing. There's a little bit of a cat and mouse that kind of usually goes on in the first 3 or 4 miles, but we expect Helen to pull away. It's unfortunate to hear Emily has dropped off a little bit, but we expect her still to hold on strong for a great race, as again we continue to welcome our wheelchair athletes across the finish line here, leading the charge of this field of 10,000 plus all of our elite athletes. On the men's side, we hope to get an update soon from Tony Revis. And we're going to head off to Tony right now in the men's vehicle and see if we can get a little bit of an update from the men's vehicle. Tony. All right. Well, we will. We're trying to get a hold of Tony out there. We know sometimes there's some dead spots with the technology this day and age, even with everything advanced. As we're watching the jumbotron and all of these mass athletes coming through, it's such a beautiful scene. I prefer those mass starts where you could just see hordes and hordes of runners for seemingly miles as they come across the start line on their goal of completing today's race from Woods Hole here to Falmouth Heights. But again, just to kind of go over a couple more of some of these elite men that are out there today. Patrick Dever from Great Britain. He was first place finish and meet record in the NCAA 10,000 meter national championships with a time of 27:41 recently, and he's now representing Puma. He competes in the 5,000 and 10,000. As well as obviously road races and cross country. We got David Bett, who's a world junior champion in the 5,000 meters back in the day, and world youth champion silver medalist in the 3,000 meters in 2009. So this is a young man who's definitely blossomed into a great athlete. He was third here last year and fifth in 2019, as well as representing USA, Andy Bayer, who was actually our rabbit for our men's mile on Friday night. He's a 2012 NCAA 1,500 meter champion, so this kid's got some speed. Again, we're welcoming some more of our elite wheelchair athletes as they come down the finish line here. We're really excited to have you at the finish. We've got our top athletes that are heading on over to our awards booth for the awards ceremony. Edwin Kurgat, another one of our top male athletes out there on the field, a 10-time All-American at Iowa State. And Kurgat was a 2019 cross-country champion with a 10K time of 30:32. Again, another fast individual out there. So a lot of great male athletes out there. Female athletes, will keep getting reports from Fitz from the women's vehicle, and we'll try to get a hold of Tony from the men's vehicle.
Mark,
yes.
I'm down here with Daniel Romanchuk, our wheelchair champion.
Daniel!
Our 5th-time champion. Daniel, take us through it. You had the tailwind. A 50-second PR again, so congratulations.
Thank you. It's just a great morning out here, nice and cool. And yeah, with that tailwind is just, give it everything and see what happens.
That's awesome. Congratulations, Daniel, on your 5th. And Susanna, take us through your 2nd title here.
Like Daniel said, beautiful morning, tailwind, can't get a better course than this, and so very blessed to be here and for a really fast day.
Awesome. Congratulations to both of you. We have the awards now.
3rd place, we gotta go fast, we only have 10
Okay, in 3rd place in the men's division, Herman Garrick. Second place, Miguel Jimenez Vergara. And our 5-time champion, give it up for Daniel Romanchuk. And on our female wheelchair division, in 3rd place, Hannah Babalola. In 2nd place, Emmy Perry.
When you do 1st place, everyone gets a Falmouth Road Race pendant from Gilded Oyster.
And our champion, once again, the great Susanna Scaroni. Back to you, Mark.
Thanks, Scott. Scott Gelfie down there on the roads with our award ceremony. We're going to try to cut real quick to Fitz on the female lead vehicle and get a report from those amazing athletes out there. Fitz?
All right, so once we passed mile 4, Helen O'Beary said, game on. She shoved it into fifth gear, and she just broke away from the pack. We just passed mile 5, and she actually looked over her shoulder and couldn't find anybody because there was no one behind her. Now, Limo and Kaladi were number 2 and 3. I think Emily Sisson is pulled back into 4th place, but, I mean, O'Beary has to take a nap to lose this thing. She is pulled so far ahead, and she is running so strong, and in her mind, she's probably saying, yep, I'm a world champion, and I've won titles. This is going to be another one I bring home.
Mark, I want to give a shout out to the Gilded Oyster, who donates all of the awards for the elite and wheelchair division. They're a Main Street jeweler and a great sponsor of ours. So shout out to Gilded Oyster.
That's great. Yes, we're going to have all of our top athletes. We'll be getting those throughout the day, so we're really excited to be able to present those out here today. And again, Scott Gelfie down on our road with all of our award ceremonies throughout the weekend, and we're going to have a little bit of fun as all of these athletes come screaming down this hill to the finish line in Falmouth Heights. Again, our women, they have passed, it looks like our men actually have passed 5K in about 13:38. That is absolutely an amazing time. I hope I'm reading that right. Wellesley Kiptoo has passed 5K in 13:38. That's just a fabulous time. That's a smoking time on the track, much less on the roads. John Career came through in 13:50 along with Edwin Kurgat in 13:50. So they're about, looks like Kiptoo's got about a 12-second lead on the pack. Helen O'Beary came through 5K in 16 minutes. Again, very fast. I don't know if anybody out in this field's run 5K on the track, but 16 minutes in the middle of a race is pretty impressive. It looks like there's a pack of about 5 athletes at least. Kaladi, Dariba, Chip Gano, as well as Ketchichu. We're going to try to, it looks like we've got Tony Revis from the men's lead vehicle, so let's toss it out to Tony. All right, so we keep trying to get a hold of Tony. We'll try to figure out again. We're getting, luckily, live reports here on my laptop here at the finish line. So we'll try to keep you up to date on how that's kind of going. But again, last checkpoint at 5K, it looked like Wilson Kiptoo had about a 12-second lead on the field. His expected time, 30:42, which would be an absolutely amazing time out here today. Again, just a little bit of a history. For the event out here, over $16 million in estimated economic impact is generated by the event through purchases made at local businesses, lodging, and overall tourism brought to Falmouth each year. Every year I come here, it just seems like everything's around. I talk to locals out here, and they tell me this is bigger than Christmas, bigger than 4th of July, bigger than New Year's. This is definitely your event, and it's so great to be welcomed here every year at Falmouth. It truly takes over the city, takes over the people, and I'm really excited to be here every year. And since 2012, the Falmouth Road Race, which is a 501(c), has given back over $4.7 million to this community in the form of scholarships to graduating high school seniors, grant awards, donations to volunteer groups who support the race, sponsorships of local events, and the completion of various large projects to benefit the town, i.e. this beautiful new track at Falmouth High School. So again, more wheelchair athletes coming on in here. That was William Lear from Shelter Island, New York. But again, this race is just absolutely amazing impact, and we've talked about the numbers for nonprofits program. Through that program, the race has helped raise over $56.5 million to date for charities and organizations based here in Massachusetts.
Here we got Maddie Wilson there, Mark. all of 14 years old. Her last race in her pink wheelchair.
I'm gonna miss the pink wheelchair there, Scott. I gotta admit.
I know, but it's been great to see Maddie grow up. I was with her the first time when she was 7 years old, and we did a test run to make sure she can finish. And on our bikes, we couldn't even keep up with her. So I think she let us know that she was ready at 7. So it's been great to see her develop and grow up.
So do we have an idea of the new color, or is it? Are we just gonna? What are we gonna go with next year?
I think it's a big surprise. It's gonna have an unveiling.
We're gonna have a whole unveiling. You know, like the gender reveal kind of thing.
I think so.
Let's do that. That's definitely got to be a part of the program. Maybe part of the Friday night festivities next year at the mile races.
I think maybe a little Asics Falmouth Road Race logo on it, perhaps.
Oh, I see that. I see that. Maybe get the colors in there, the blue and the red. We love it. Absolutely love it. Again, you know, just to thank all these amazing sponsors out here that we have today. Of course, our main sponsor that we have, Asics, Rockland Trust, Stop and Shop, Cooked Perfect, Cape Cod Radio. All of these great sponsors. I'll be calling through all of these throughout the day. The Gilded Oyster we talked about with these awards out here, and Spalding Rehabilitation, Falmouth Hospital, Boston Beer Company, what have you. But it looks like we're going to be expecting these top women out here. They've already hit 10K. O'Beary, with 30-second lead, came through 10K in 31:14 for 10K. I don't know if you've run a 10K lately on the roads, but 31:14 is a smoking time. Her estimated time is going to be about 35:12. We'll try to get a check on how that compares to the course record. I believe that's got to be pretty close, if not very much well under the course record. So we expect her to be coming up over the hill any second now. Again, she's past 10K, which is 6.25 miles, so she's got probably about a half a mile to go, maybe about 2 or 3 minutes, as we welcome Helen O'Beary, the de facto Asics Falmouth Road Race champion, as soon as we get sight of her coming up over the hill. Looks like we had our women's lead vehicle come through here, so I'm expect to be joined by Fitz up here at the booth soon. As I say it, she snuck up on me on the side. And we'll see if we can get a little bit of a download from her as she watched that race unfold on the women's side. Again, we're still waiting for the men to hit the 10K point, but looks like similar to the women's race, we've got a clear leader in Wellesley Kiptoo, who had about 12-second lead through 5K. He's probably going to extend that lead. Again, not only with all these wonderful sponsors out here, but of course our volunteers out here, nearly 2,000 volunteers. And we've got our volunteer of the year, Annette and Joe Messina. Big ups to Annette and Joe for being volunteers of the year. If you see them near the info tent at the finish line, be sure to thank them for all their years of service. And a big shout out to our volunteer managers, Carrie and Brian Brody. Give it up for doing yet again another fantastic job.
I think she's coming over the hill there, Mark. Be ready.
All right, guys, so I had the luxury of riding in the press truck in front of this woman who almost caught the press truck a few times. She knows that she is the 2023 Boston Marathon champion. She is about to become the champion of the 2023 Asics Falmouth Road Race and the official Queen of Massachusetts, Helen O'Beary.
Oh, I think we got Emily Sisson coming up next here, down the hill. Top American.
And Emily broke past a handful of girls that were in front of her, and Emily says, no, thank you, I'm taking silver.
Our American Marathon champion record holder right there, Emily Sisson.
That was just fabulous. Hearing Sisson fall off the pace early on in the race and to be able to come back to get second is such a wonderful feat. That's Cynthia Limo coming in here to round out our top three. Give it up for these wonderful ladies out here today. Absolutely spectacular times that these women have been running out here today, Fitz.
We got Winnie Kaladi right here.
And Kaladi, man, she was neck and neck, shoulder to shoulder with O'Beary. 80% of this course. Kaladi, you did great. Amazing effort, ladies.
And that's Boozy Dariba coming in as well.
But Cody Django.
Fiona O'Keefe.
Woo!
Rounding out, that looks to be about 6th place for our women. So we've got our top 6 women on in here. Fitz, talk to us a little bit quickly about how you kind of saw that race unfold. Was it literally just O'Beary from the start?
Well, she was up front. In fact, Emily Sisson was up in front for a little bit, but
Oh,
they stayed in a big
bronze
pack.
medalist.
Oh, Molly!
Our bronze medalist.
Molly Seidel! American treasure right there.
Boy, did that woman make a name for herself in recent years, and it's just so great to see Molly out here running out here today.
That's right, and not only is she fast, but she's so much fun, such a delight. We had Yumi Yashikawa from Japan and Evelyn Kemboy.
We got Evie Kemboy just finishing.
Yeah, it just seemed like Helen just you know, I almost say obliterated the field out there today and just took it right from the start. I mean, did she even sit back at all?
She did. She ran in the pack for a couple of miles, and then it was mile 4 where she just said, all right, enough. Here I go. And she took off. In mile 4, she brought this mega distance, and then by the time we got to mile 6 in the press truck, I think we kicked it into about 82 miles per hour, and Helen was still coming down on us. I mean, she's just fast, merciless, and I like it. We got Rakua Getachew. Fantastic performance. She was in the top pack up until about mile 5. And Emma Grace Hurley. Incredible athlete. I believe I just saw her compete in Canton, Ohio last month at the USATF Women's 6K Championship.
So that was the
Fierce.
men's lead vehicle that just kind of came through near the finish line. So that means they've pulled away from the men. The men have, in fact, passed 10K. Oh, my goodness. Ladies and gentlemen, Wellesley Kiptoo came through 10K in 27:34. That is an absolutely ridiculous time out here today. He's got about a 21-second lead over Edwin Kurgat. 27:34 on the roads is just, it blows my mind. That could win a world championship on the track. So we expect to see very fast times from our men's field. We'll wait to get confirmation on those record times. We already have 2 course records from our men's and women's wheelchair event.
Is that right?
Yes, Daniel Romanchek by almost like 30 seconds. Scaroni by also about 30 or 40 seconds. They broke the course record.
Hey, Bridget Bellew from Noonan, Georgia. Sweaty Southerner like me. I like it. You know what we call this in the South? We call this winter. We got Momoka Kawaguchi from Japan. Kimberly Krasnowski from Canada. Michaela Rivera, Riverton.
All right, so our course record in the men is 31:08, and right now Kiptoo is on pace for 31:04, so he's going to be really close.
Heads up.
Is this him right here? This is him right here. Wellesley Kiptoo, 31:08 is the course record time.
Yes, sir.
He's going to make it. I think he's going to do it, folks.
2023 Asics Falmouth Road Race
We'll wait to get
champion.
official. He came through the call line at 31 seconds. 31:09. Oh, my goodness. He missed it by 1 second. 31:09, missing the course record by just 1 second. As we see second and third place coming on in here, racing for the top 3. That's John Career and Edwin Kurgat coming through.
I watched John Career win the LA Marathon a couple years ago. Fantastic champion.
Oh, my goodness, to miss the course record by 1 second.
Hey,
But
you know
still,
what? That's what
an
next
absolutely
year's for.
fabulous time.
Next
Absolutely.
year, course record. Kaylee DeLay from Seattle and Gracie Griffith from Atlanta.
So our women's side, the course record was 35:02, so Abiri just missed it by about 10 seconds herself. As we welcome Clayton Young and David Kiprotich-Bet is coming across the finish line there, rounding out our top 5 athletes on the men's side.
Karen Kudavade from Eugene, Oregon.
A lot of our elite men now coming, screaming down this line. Everybody running fabulous times. Haile Selassie coming through here.
And look at these smiles.
There's Sam Chalenga representing the U.S., one of our top U.S. athletes, Olympics, World Championships, all kinds of stuff. So we've got the course records on the wheelchair side. We just missed course records on our male and female side. But all in all, that tailwind clearly gave us some fast times here today, Fitz.
I don't know. I don't know if we can blame any of this on the wind. They are just so flipping powerful.
They're just very, very strong athletes. And we're going to be really excited to have those athletes presented with these wonderful awards. Scott Gelfie will be down there soon gathering those athletes along with Jennifer as we congratulate and put the medals on our top 3 men and women. Colin Beanie coming in.
Colin Benny from Massachusetts, Syracuse NCAA champion.
Nice, nice. Welcome, Colin.
Andy Bear.
Andy Bear, our rabbit from Friday Night's Miles, coming on in here.
And one of your people, Mark.
Oh, Barry Atua.
All right, are we styling our hair over there? I like a little, I got to fix it up before you cross the finish line.
Yeah, you know,
Looking
you gotta look good.
Tom Ratcliffe.
Oh, here comes my man.
There he is, the mullet man.
Angles, what's up?
Craig Angles.
Craig, I got another high noon peach for you later on, baby. I got another high noon peach for you.
Liam D. And Clint McKelvey from Arlington.
Again, officially now, Helen Obiri, our champion, in a time of 35:13. Give it up for Helen Obiri. And on our men's side, officially, Wellesley Kiptoo in a time of 31:09, just missing the course record.
Hey, I'm going to give a little shout out to my hometown hero, Betsy Suda from Gainesville, Florida. Go Gators. Betsy, I'm proud of you, sweetheart. So now there's officially 2 of us from Gainesville, Florida, right here in Falmouth.
Oh no, it's starting to grow. It's getting out of control
right.
now.
We got infested with us at some point. Kasai Sugiyama from Japan.
So all of these athletes, these invited athletes, we want to congratulate, obviously, the Falmouth Road Race team for putting together this fabulous field that we have out here today. All of these fast times on the wheelchair and on the running side. It's spectacular. It's such a perfect day. I mean, Tony had talked about the dew point that was out there today, really nice and low. So it's going to be a really wonderful day for these athletes.
Yes, and we've just gotten started because even though I adore our elites, our professionals, we're just about to get to the good part. We've got about an hour and a half.
The horde.
We've got an hour and a half till those stories start coming through. Haruto Wakabayashi from Japan.
You are nailing those Japanese names, by the way.
Almost like I do this for a living.
Yeah, almost.
I say words.
Almost.
Kristen Johansson from Albuquerque. Yeah, I like the big names.
Yeah, those. It's just it's the phonetics that are always a little tricky sometimes. But again, we talk about this great weather out here, but of course, you know, we need to make sure that everybody's staying hydrated. We've got, luckily, the folks out from Falmouth Hospital with their ongoing support at our medical tents. We've got Dr. John Jardine and, of course, the medical coordinator, Chris Trianos, who I know from the Boston Marathon out there, taking care of these athletes. So if they are a little dehydrated, and they need to stop and get some support, we definitely have the support out there from this wonderful medical staff along the course.
Well done, Adam Wood. And folks, you can all avoid a visit with our incredible medical team by just hydrating yourselves. It's hot for all of us, not just our runners. So sunscreen and water.
Hey, Mark and Fitz.
Yes.
I'm down here with another special guest. our new police chief just in town this summer, Chief Jeffrey Laurie. Jeffrey, your first time seeing the course and being part of the race. What'd you think?
Pretty amazing. Pretty amazing. You guys do an awesome job. I look forward to being involved for years to come. Thank you.
That's awesome. Thank you, Chief, and thank you for everything you do and your force. And Chief's going to present the awards to the top male and female winners today. So he's down here with us.
Thank you, thank you. We're going to gather them up. I'm sure they're getting some fluids in them and what have you. But again, as always, we cannot do this without the support of public safety, all the fire department, beach department, all of these wonderful folks that are out here keeping us safe and sound and secure throughout today's event.
And that was Zach Bevan from Boston, all the way from Boston.
From Boston.
And hey, listen, you were complimenting me on the big names.
Yes.
But the real struggle I have is trying to keep up with the way you, I'm going to say it, weirdos talk around here. Like, I really have been butchering some of your town names.
I butchered them when I first got here. Matt West from DMSE had to correct me often on my bike rides about how to say Stoughton and Stoughton and Peabody and Peabody and all these other things, but I'm getting the hang of it after 10 years, thankfully.
So we know I infamously let the word Barnstable spill out of my mouth twice the other night, where
it's kind
someone
of a redundant thing.
came and corrected me instantly. I was Barnstable, sorry. So I'm going to apologize in advance. Have mercy on me. I'm new here, so I did my best.
So it looks like we're gathering our top female athletes down here with Scott. Scott, take it away. Who do you got?
Yeah, Mark. So I have our first and second place women right here. First place, we got Helen O'Beary. Helen, how was it out there? You got a little tailwind. Your first time here to Falmouth. What'd you think?
It's my first time to be here, and actually I can say the crowd was so amazing on that way, and the course was so beautiful. Hope to come here next year.
Well, congratulations. Thank you, Helen. And we're with our USA marathon record holder here with Emily Sisson. Emily, second place, your first time here. What'd you think?
I loved it. It was a beautiful course, great competition, great day for it too. Yeah, I had a fun time.
And you fell off the lead a little bit, and then you came back, and did you have a shot at Helen there?
My goal was to get as close to Helen as I could today. So, yeah, I'm in the middle of marathon training right now, so I got dropped a bit in the hills when they started running 5-minute miles, but then my goal was just to focus on the women ahead and try to reel them in, and I had good advice from my host this morning to finish hard over the last hill and close it fast, so that's what I tried to do.
Awesome. Congratulations, Emily. We'll start the awards here. I think our third place, Cynthia Limo, she's in the medical tent right now. So we're going to go to our awards with the top two right now.
Hey, Scott, I got a question for Emily. Do you mind giving her back that microphone?
Emily, Fitz has a question for you, if we can ask.
When, I'm over here. She's like, where is she, the voice in the sky? When exactly did you make the pass into second? Because when I passed mile marker 6, you were still in 5th. So you must have, like, where did that come from and where did it happen?
It was, I think, just around 10K maybe, but it was right as we were going into the headwind, so I kind of regretted it a little bit, but I tried just to finish strong.
Pain is temporary. Congratulations.
Awesome. So we'll get our awards going. Jennifer, we ready here? So our third place award winner, Cynthia Limo, she's in the medical tent right now, so hopefully she's okay. And our second place and our first American, Emily Sisson. And our new champion, Boston Marathon champion as well, here in Falmouth, Helen O'Beary.
The Queen of Massachusetts. Nice finish. Look at these guys coming through. Billy and Alex. Henry Gartner from Falmouth, the local guy.
So again, Helen just missed that course record by about 11 or 12 seconds. So the tailwind wasn't quite enough. Maybe next year she'll come back out here and obliterate or oberiate
That's right.
that course record next year.
I say we just set a goal of continuing to butcher words. This will be 2 hours of torture for our spectators.
We'll have fun all day long as we continue. It looks like some of the horde is starting to make its way. Some of these athletes do definitely train, a lot to be able to still run these fast times. Still well under 40 minutes for the 7-mile course. Ethan.
Wait. Here comes my friend,
Michael
two-time Big Sur champion and all sorts of other champions. Oh, we love Mike Wardian. Talk about great athlete, absolute gentleman.
Good pickleball player, too.
What?
Oh.
Michael Wardian can do anything. He's a super dad, and he looks like a trail runner.
I got to know Michael when I was living down in D.C., working for the D.C. Marathon, which became the Rock and Roll Marathon. Just an absolutely fabulous gentleman. He's looking more and more like Forrest Gump, with that beard. So I'm waiting for the coast-to-coast run that he's hoping to do to match Dave McGilvery and his coast-to-coast run.
Look at this charge down the hill. Daniel Cupper, way to finish strong, mister.
Matt Taylor from Wellesley. That's why I don't live in Wellesley, but I coach at Wellesley, so welcome Matt. Nick Stathos as well from Wellesley, Mass. So I got some Roll Raiders coming in.
So, Mark, I got Wesley coming up here right now. I'm going to try to grab him on the mic.
Nice. Tied the course record today.
That's what we're hearing. Hello there, Mr. Kiptoo. Congratulations. So we've had this record going on for quite some time, I think close to 30 years, and you just tied it.
I was close actually, but I got up the hill and I saw back there was nobody coming, and I was like, let me just celebrate and have fun. And I loved the crowd. It was so loud, and I felt like I'm at home.
Aww.
That's awesome. You've been here a few years now. Your first title. So congratulations, Wesley. We hope you're back many years to come.
Thanks so much.
He just pulled away early on in the race and never looked back. And so fabulous. Again, we looked at the time on the screen, and it originally said 32:09 or 31:09, and I thought he missed it by a second, but it got adjusted. It matched it 31:08. So I don't know how that's going to plan out with his bonuses and all this other stuff, but just an absolutely fabulous time. Again, the record had stood for such a long time. For him to come out and even tie it is such a huge feat.
Right, and he seems so sweet, too. I would like to go give him a hug.
Oh, okay. Maybe we can later.
So
Scott, take it
we're
away.
gonna have the award, so I might give him a hug down here with the award
Oh,
ceremony.
yeah.
So are we ready, Jennifer, for our awards? Once again, our third place award winner, Edward Kurgan in 31:37. He is actually in the medical tent, just like our female. Hopefully he's okay.
Something about third place today. I don't know what's going on.
I don't know, but we have our second place winner here in 31:34, a blazing time on any other year, John Career. And our new champion who tied the course record in 31:08, Mr. Wesley Kiptoo.
Oh, he's got to get his photos with Scott.
He's getting the hug that I asked for.
Oh, he's getting the hug. Oh, give him a hug for it.
Oh, and our first duo, Team Evans.
Sean and Seamus Evans coming through there representing the duo squad. Again, the long history of Rick and Dick Hoyt here at Falmouth and in Massachusetts and on globally, really. And the Evans crew just coming through here to represent our top duo team. And again, another big round of applause for our male champion, our runner-up runner here today.
John Career.
Fabulous times, fabulous times. Again, the hordes are starting to come through here. They'll be coming across the line. They're going to be thirsty. They're going to be hungry. We got all these great supplies and our volunteers handing out water and snacks and food.
And I hear there's hot dogs, which that's exactly what you need after
That's the
7
one thing that I think about when I'm
miles.
running is
Hot
a
dogs.
big, juicy hot dog there with lots of relish and onions and all that stuff.
I want to recognize one of our long-term athletes, very committed to this race.
Oh, and
Mark
Luke
LeBlanc.
McGilvery, Dave McGilvery's son, coming across the line.
Luke.
A stud at North Andover High School. Been just amazing to see Luke's rise in his career. Again, the son of DMSC and the leader of DMSC, Dave McGilvery, the leader of just about almost any race around here in Massachusetts and beyond. But his son running a really, really good time there, still around 43 minutes.
And so Mark LeBlanc, 25 Falmouth Road Races in a row. He's won Tucson Marathon. Fine athlete, just crossed. Congrats, Mark.
And also, we just missed Alec Carew, who is the high school kid who actually won
the Elite Mile Friday night.
He won the Tommy Cockery Mile. Alec Carew, the high school mile on Friday, just came across the line as well. So we got some high school athletes out here taking it to some of our adult athletes. So great to see the youth of the sport coming through.
All right, so we got Steve McKenna, Alex Evans, Dustin Morris, Julian Curry. Look at this beautiful smile. I'm on Smile Patrol now. Carrie Berth Davis, Matt Bertelis, Kirsten Johnson from New Jersey, Gabrielle McKenzie, tiny little thing from Arlington, Virginia, Charles Smugger, and Kevin Wilkins. It's like sugar, but Smugger.
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 I bet you his name's got to be Chuck Sugar.
Smugger.
Chuck Sugar. Christopher Nolan is the director here?
The director's
no,
here.
that's
He's
not
very fast.
He's very, very fast if that's the director. He's got time. I mean, they're not making movies right now, so nobody's making movies. So maybe he just out here decided to run a race.
Chris Shapruitt, Elizabeth Oldhauser, Drew Barksdale, Kristen Ryan, and Elizabeth Chow. Welcome home, friends. We have missed you. All right, athletes, don't miss your chance. You put those hands up at the finish line. We've got marathon photo here. And I believe our youngest athlete so far, oh, I just missed his age, but he's got to be a teen.
Oh, that's a little guy right there.
Yeah.
That's pretty impressive. That's pretty impressive. We had, the other night on Friday night, we had one of our representatives from Britain from the Asics app that joined us up on stage on Friday night. Have you heard of What 3 Words yet? It's an app that the Asics Falmouth Road Race is utilizing again this year. It's a program that can locate anyone, anywhere in the world within a 3-meter square. I don't know if I'm excited or scared, but it still sounds very, very interesting. Our public safety partners have included it in their toolkit, though, and we'll be implementing it today. If you haven't downloaded it yet, take a minute to do it. What3words.com. It's a great way to find your car as well. You guys, is that what you guys were talking about at the start line with
my
TK?
3 words are noisy, bossy, and happy. So I'm choosing the 3 words that I
like to choose my 3 words on the spot, and at this time it would be throat, because my throat is very sore. Hot, because I've got this blazing sun down on here. And just and happy, just because I'm happy to be here. So throat, sun, happy is going to be my 3 words for the day.
Bradley Sleeper, Chase Rodas, Jack Leisure, Matt Kaczarski, and Chris Rankle. Pete Dansbell, Nick Persimpieri, and David Desnoyers.
And we got local legend down here, Kenny Gartner, who's just finishing right now.
Well done, Kenny. Kenny also needs a hug, Scott. If you could give him
He's a little sweaty for me. He's a little
sweaty.
sweaty.
Hugs are the best.
No, they are not.
Trust me.
But hey, they're sweaty because they're hot. And they're hot and they're probably hungry. So luckily, of course, we've got our post-race refreshments. All the runners, when they finish, thanks to the official supermarket, Stop and Shop, manned by Falmouth band parents and local music students. So I wonder if they brought some drums or something down there. Maybe we can hear a little bit of an impromptu rendition of something. But they're going to be handing out food and fluids to all these athletes as we welcome to the finish line of the 51st running of the Asics Falmouth Road Race.
We got Melissa Cooney here. She is the queen of race money. Just know that. Well done, Melissa.
Good job, Cooney.
Race money. You
Race
got that?
money? You're gonna have to unpackage that one for me.
Oh, we got Markel Taylor right here. Markel Taylor, the Gazelle Run.
Here comes Mike Sweeney, Deanne Johnson, Ryan Feeney.
Another duo team coming on in here, running for HoytRacing.com.
Brian Baker, his 45th running. Here he
I
goes.
think that was 46, Scott.
Oh, 46. I get confused. He's so many.
Will McCullum, Andrew Wallace, Leah Unger, Kat Vicino, and Devin Reed.
Nice. Congratulations for Leah. Leah was our top U14 runner last year.
Oh, Scott, here he comes. This will be the champion of our Sweet Stash division right there. All hail that mustache.
Nice. Sweet stash, bro.
Right? Get him an extra hot dog.
Speaking of all these amazing athletes out here, we've got really, truly great representation out here in today's race. 49 states represented, only missing Hawaii. What's up with Hawaii? Why can't we
Slackers.
get any people from Hawaii?
Everybody shame their friends from Hawaii.
I mean, come on, Hawaii. If you know somebody from Hawaii, let's get them out here. We've got 1,800 plus entrants from Falmouth itself, so
Nice.
definitely big ups for representing the local Falmouth action. 8,800 plus Massachusetts athletes, so we got probably about a little over 1,000 from other states, except for Hawaii, apparently.
We got Chris
who are too
Fisher
good for
from
us.
Pennsylvania. Congrats, Chris.
Oh, sorry.
And again, over 200 charities out here. We've even got Canadian provinces represented. My wife from Canada would be really happy to hear about that.
Hey, Brian Nierstad. Good to see you, buddy. Well
From
done.
Oregon and the Bowerman Track Club. Congratulations, Brian.
And we got some other countries out here. We got Netherlands, Great Britain, Argentina, Canada, Ghana, Italy, Japan, Kenya. We got a lot of representation out here. And we want a big shout out. We don't know if they have come across the line, but our oldest participant is known to be 93 years old. Do you think you'll be running this race at 93 years old?
I hopefully will be running at the mouth here in this booth at 93.
I hope to be just running in my mind in a nice chair watching the live stream of this event myself. So I definitely won't be running it at 93.
Hey, Tom, Thorson, Timothy, Desjardins, Dave Fermansky, Sarah Phillips, and Gareth Voss. Welcome home, friends. We are so proud to have you here at the Falmouth finish line.
Again, some of this great stuff that's at the finish line. We got Gatorade. We got Poland Springs. Maybe you need a little coffee. Maybe you need a little pick-me-up. To make sure you check out Cape Cod Coffee. They gave me some hot water earlier for my lemon tea because of my throat. So big ups to Cape Cod Coffee for hooking me up. And again, you kept mentioning those hot dogs, the KM hot dogs. They had some bacon commercials up earlier, and that just really made me hungry for some bacon. So I need to get some of that.
We need to give this man a good go blue.
We got another local legend coming through, Miss Sandy Parkinson. That away, Sandy.
Hey!
Grind, Sandy, grind.
Make sure you smile, put your arms up, get a nice big pose. Great pose there for marathon photo. They're going to be taking your picture across the line. Clean up the spit a little bit, maybe fix the hair, flex those muscles. If you got the shirt off like this guy, come on, flex those more.
You know what we call that? We call that the man shirt.
Oh,
That
the man
is
shirt.
man
Love it,
shirt.
love it,
High
love it.
quality. High quality.
Aloha Bars is also at the finish line. Nantucket
job,
Chris.
Steve. Nice
So
job.
a lot of great food for all these athletes.
Matt Kirchman. Oh, Lieutenant Colonel from the U.S. Army, Bradley Ritland. Go Army.
Another little guy just came across the line. Look at it. Running out there running 7 miles. That's impressive.
You know what? It's a perfect distance for the youngsters. Let it save the marathon for when they're 18. 7 miles. Can't
Another
go
top
wrong.
local female athlete, Annie Presick, just finished. Congratulations, Annie.
Lisa Winchek. Deborah Cotton. Jeff Lax. Oh,
Congratulations,
it's
Jeff.
Destination Marathons and Boston Buddies. Love you, Jeff. Kevin LePron. Bobby Sullivan. From Cape and Islands Veterans Outreach Center. Nice. She knows how to finish line. Look at that.
That's a marathon photo pose right there. Get the arms up as you come across the finish line. Get that magic pose. Make sure you got the good shot.
Adriana Spinelli, Mike Pergola, Steve Hewitt, and Annie Lutz.
More importantly, let's get the energy up at this finish line. I want to hear some clapping for these folks. Come on now.
We got
Let's give it up.
good friend, Chris George finishing right now. Chris George.
John Kelly running for Dana-Farber Cancer Institute. Thank you so much, John. Thank you.
Dickie McAvoy. Congratulations, Dickie.
Tom O'Toole, Alexis Stevens, Jill DePiper. Bodan Debravenko from Falmouth. So what I didn't know,
What's that?
Mark, is how attractive all our athletes would be. I didn't know there was a criteria that said you must be pretty freaking gorgeous to run this, but apparently
Oh,
this
we
is the
got
case.
pretty people in Mass.
Yeah.
We got pretty.
Yeah.
Our whole state's full of just gorgeous people.
Yeah, if
all
you're,
y'all.
if you're on the hunt for some lovin', this might be the place.
This
You
is
just
it.
roam around the finish
Head on
line
over to
festival.
Shipwrecked afterwards. get a few cervezas in you and meet someone new and take it away from there.
Hey, welcome home to Team Hoyt Racing. Augie, Greg, Dennis, Rob, Eric, Andrew, John, Ryan, and Luke. Welcome home, boys. Oh, we got a runner for Team ALS. Thank you so much. Such a mean disease trying to take away movement from people who love to do it.
I
So-
tell you what, this is a great event for them to be at. Again, a lot of amazing charities out here. Over 200 charities involved in today's race. Big shout out to the Dana-Farber Cancer Institute and the Jimmy Fund. As they say, I am Jimmy. They've hosted a team of runners for the vast majority of the program's history. Each year, the organization has recruited an average of 300 charity runners for their team.
Kent Reinhardt from Boston Buddies. Well done, mister. So many buddies.
You got a lot of buddies here. You made a lot of friends since you've been here.
Do you know what? I got duped into running that Boston Marathon a couple years
Oh,
ago.
that's what it is.
I
You
made
become
some
part of the
buddies.
Boston family. That's you get peeps out here in Mass when you run Boston.
I was invited, and first I said, why? Leave me alone. And then I said, okay.
What
And
was
it
your favorite part of the Boston
It
Marathon
was,
course?
it was the spectators. It was a
The
crowd.
spectators.
And so I had my name Fitz on my sports bra.
Yeah.
And not only were people cheering, yay Fitz, but the fans in Boston were so enthusiastic, like I was their daughter, their wife. It was, go Fitz! They were so intense. And it
Fitz,
just
we
felt
got
so good.
Sam Cavosa down here, son of board member Carl Cavosa. Congratulations, Sam.
Nice.
Showing up his dad right there.
Oh, it's Ken! Hey, Ken, I'm Barbie. Nice to see you, Ken.
She is Barbie, Ken. You might want to come over and chat a little bit.
Noisy
It's a
Barbie.
good couple.
Keep that
Noisy Barbie.
warning in advance. Megan Carew, William Carr, Carlos Velasquez, and Kristen Chaitlin.
Including in over in Shipwrecked and our post-race bash, we've also got the post-race experience at the ball field on Sunday. Include free refreshments for finishers, photo opportunities, as well as access to the popular hot dog tent for finishers. Everything seems to be hot dog today. It's very hot dog themed today. Maybe that should be one of my words for finding my car later.
I have to pretend I'm not a vegetarian today and just yum, 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 hot dogs. They probably have a veggie dog over there.
So when I talked to you about that tomahawk steak that my son and I ate last night, you probably weren't too happy about
I
that.
was so sad for the cow, but I'm not going to beat you
now
up
I feel
over
really
it.
bad
I
about talking
know.
about that
I'm
tomahawk.
just going to leave it alone.
Liam McGuire's makes a mean tomahawk, folks. You know what I'm talking about, some of you out there. That makes a mean tomahawk steak. That was pretty all right, and then a little Dairy Queen afterwards.
All right, we're having a runner come through. Swing Robertson. Swing, where are you? We got to know. Yes. That's the coolest name out of everybody so far. Swing, you win the name competition. Swing.
Swing.
Kaylee O'Connor.
As they say, showing.
Swing.
Swing.
Gets that. Maureen Larkin. Cassie Gauthier. John Heaney. Yeah, like I said, I'm sticking by it. They are the best looking runners. There must have been some sort of, like, just rating system when they applied and said, okay, let in all the good looking runners because here they come. Pete Sorgi, Zachary Carpenter, Anton Kreppen, and another one of our racing duos. This one with a princess inside of it.
Aww.
Congratulations, princess. Christopher Parkinson, Katie Brace, Zach Jones.
Got Jackson and Sean from Falmouth here. Craig Levy from Needham. Big shout out to Needham. That's my hood.
Ron Vale, Nancy Harsh, Beverly Halliday. Yeah, sir. Nice hat. Brendan Gagat, Maddie Peckett, Yvonne Lucas, and Ricardo Pinzon.
As we got a lot of our athletes coming on in here, and as well as all of our spectators, just want a little bit of an information. The information table itself including Lost and Found, is located on the ball field near the volunteer check-in. So if you dropped a phone, you dropped your keys, you lost your mind, you lost your marbles, make sure you head on over to the Lost and Found tent and see if they found your marbles.
Kudos to our early start athletes. You ladies, phenomenal finish. Well done. Oh, Michael Nesmer, Carolyn Naus, Joseph O'Connor, Kristen Zawatsky, and Katie Harrigan.
So, Fitz, we're still welcoming a lot of runners, but where do you think you're going to hole up? No pun intended to Woods Hole. Where do you think you're going to hole up after the race today? What's going to be your jam?
I officially am obligated by legal things to go to Shipwreck.
It's in the contract. You
contract.
Signed it with blood. It's in the contract.
Yes, and I would like to meet everybody there. So if everybody else would come to Shipwreck, then we can all have sweaty hugs and share a Diet Coke or a light beer.
It is the official post-race outdoor beer garden bash. But if you can't make it into Shipwreck, make sure you head on right across the street here, Soprano's Casino by the Sea. Grab a seat on the deck for a classic Italian cuisine and maybe even a beautiful view. You can see Martha's Vineyard out here. It's amazing.
Oh, she knows how to finish line.
We got Juliana Coughlin just finishing right now, local female top athlete.
Isaac Talino, Kenny Marsters, Carly Diddy, Trevor Layden, and Danny Jones. Oh, Danny was one of our elite athletes on Friday night.
Danny's not sweating. What's up with that?
Danny makes it look too easy. Make her do it again. That's right. If you didn't do it right the first time. Oh, there's another sweet stash right there. Falmouth is filled with sweet stashes.
It's amazing to see some of the mile athletes that ran at the Festival of Miles on Friday. It was really neat. They moved the event to Friday night, so gave an extra day for those athletes to recover and come out here today and run this race and enjoy yet another beautiful part of the event.
We got a Cameron Panapinto, local athlete.
Nice, nice.
He's out here running with his dad, who runs for ALS. He has raised over $300,000.
Spectacular.
We're waiting for Dana to come down the hill.
Scott, how do you know all these people? It's amazing. You have a lot of friends.
Yeah, I'm related to a lot of them, too.
Oh, big family, huh?
We're Italian.
Thanksgiving's got to be quite a treat.
It is. My wife does a lot of work for that.
Well, God bless her.
Welcome home, athletes. We have missed you. Congratulations on finishing your tour of Falmouth. Make sure you put those hands up at the finish line, or we will make you do it again, Lisa. Nice work.
That's one of the best things that I love. At the end of this race, they've been out there, they've been grueling, they've been jogging, they've been waving, crowds cheering for them, and all of a sudden, they see the finish line, and it's the massive sprint. It's the everything I got left, every second's going to count, and the sprint to the finish line.
Champion of our crustacean division, the lobster.
The lobster.
Nice. We just had a little guy, James Benson, finishing in with a nice sprint.
Oh, look.
Oh, we got some company there.
Guy, Fitz. Look at this little guy.
Oh, arms up, buddy. Arms up, buddy. There you go, arms up. Get the money shot. Love it. Start them off early.
We got Greg Pakraka coming over the line of the famous Pakraka family.
Pakraka.
Do the Tiger Woods effect. Get them started really early and then build them out. They'll be runners for the rest of their lives. Maybe even to 93 years old, apparently.
At least.
Kenny McCormick.
Deborah Ribbons, Justin Goldstein, Catherine Donnellan. Hey, I announce races all over the country. I've seen so many people in their 90s finish full marathons.
That's
full marathons. Long Beach Marathon, Los Angeles Marathon, OC Marathon, 90s.
I will fully watch a full marathon in my 90s if I'm lucky enough to make it to that. But
aim high.
God bless them. You really got to be into the sport to be doing it for that long.
It's incredible. It's incredible. Hey, Kevin Bassett, we're happy to see you. Brandy Schwab, Sarah McCulley, Beth Goldberg, and Jeffrey Smith. Go Yale.
Oh, Jeffrey Smith.
Oh, look, this runner is...
Former Boston Marathon champion right there.
What?
Oh, yeah. Good job, Jeff.
Jeff Smith. Oh, my God, that's my boy. That's my buddy from Liverpool. Even though he's a blue nose, I still love him.
Oh, my gosh. So athletic and so smart. Hey, we got another one of our duos. That's Blade right there. Well done, Blade.
Blue nose means he supports Everton, and I support Liverpool. It's like
Oh my gosh.
he supports the White Sox, and other people support the Red Sox, or something like that.
We got another duo. This guy knows what he's done. Congratulations, friend.
Actually, maybe it's more like Yankees and Mets, I think. That's if you're from New York. But yeah, good to see Jeff out here, an absolute legend at the Boston Marathon and here in the Massachusetts area.
All right, so what team can I absolutely not cheer for here? If someone from Massachusetts will come and knock me off the stage if I say go.
Yeah, so there's a town here in Massachusetts called, and I hope I don't throw up in my mouth, Manchester. And so that would be a tough one for me. But you know what? Everybody from any town, if you're out here running this race,
That's right.
I got mad love for you.
Go team.
Doesn't matter. But yeah, I don't want to see any Manchester United jerseys. I don't want to see any Chelsea jerseys.
Do we actually
or any
care
Arsenal.
about
I
European
care.
soccer
I
over
care.
here?
My son's middle name is Anfield.
All
It's
right.
named after the grounds there in Liverpool.
All right,
So
you know what I'm going to
big.
say?
It's
I'm
big.
going to say go Patriots. Is anyone on board with that? Go Pats, go.
Go Pats.
No,
We got
they
the
don't even
Pats.
care. They're like, man.
Sox.
Go
Celtics.
Sox.
Go Bees.
All right, we just had Hannah Callahan of Falmouth finish. Congratulations, Hannah.
Matthew Pease, Joe Zabelski, Kate Boxmeyer, Ryan Davis, and Henry Kirk with Mass General Hospital. You know, saving lives, running races. All the
Hey, you
things
know,
he
just
does.
doing something simple like that, right? Brendan Kelleher coming through here. Kristen McKenzie from Plymouth. Gina Cassie from Cambridge. Molly Gentile from Boston.
Oh, Matt Studley. That is a name to live up to right
We got
there.
another duo coming down.
Hey!
Give it up.
That is Brent. Brent, you ran so fast today. Nice work, buddy. Ellen Lohan, Matthew Brosseau, Andrew White, Joe O'Connor. All right, cheer squad, we can't hear ya.
The
There
horde
you
is
go.
coming down. Let's give it up for him. Uh-oh. Is that a mother-daughter or mother-son there out there challenging each other? Looks like he let mom win. Nice guy. He's learning it.
Congratulations to Rachel Gilbert, just finishing, local female athlete.
Oh, so great. Athletes, we are so proud of you. It is a blessing to be here with you today.
It's getting tough to pick out faces down here.
Another
Getting a
team
little
Hoyt
crowded.
duo. Oh, look at our athlete in the back of the truck. She's cheering for everybody else. That's how it's done,
There we go.
Queen.
Give it up for her, folks. Give
we
it
are
up.
rooting for you, too.
Sometimes it's tough out there.
Heal
I've been there.
quickly.
I've been there. Wow. If you, I mean, I'm sure you're down here at the finish line, you can see, but we're up here a little bit higher, and just to see this beautiful shot of the horde of athletes coming down the hill down here into Falmouth Heights is just so absolutely amazing. As we're gonna do an Ussie.
We're going to do
They
an
call it an
announcer
Ussie now.
selfie with our Falmouth finishers. Look at them. Look how.
There we
All
go.
right, Falmouth finishers, put your hands up so you look good in this announcer selfie. There you go.
Selfie, Ussie,
Ussie.
I don't know what the kids call it these days.
Self-involved nonsense. That's what
I
it
know,
is. But
I
we
know.
just did it. Guilty.
That's all right. That's all right. We got to do it. We got to let people know where we are, what we're doing, how we're doing it, and how much fun we're having doing it.
Yes, she knows what she's done.
And they're having fun out here. Arms up across the line, folks. Make sure you get that money shot. Marathon Photos out there are going to be getting the beauty money shot for you. Arms up. Cheer, cheer, cheer. Look at that sweet beard,
Check
bro.
that beard out.
I don't know.
nice beard.
Him and Wardian next to each other.
Yup.
That's quite a competition right there.
We got Caitlin Caboser.
All right, so
Congratulations, Caitlin.
when I cross the finish line, every single time I put that number 1 finger up in the air.
Even if you're not number one.
No, in fact, at the Boston Marathon, I proudly came in about 15,000th place.
That would be a hard thing to put
But I
up.
got number 1 up there, and Marathon Photo took my photo. I published it on social media, and someone said, "Did you win?" And I said, "Yeah,
Well,
I
of course.
sure did."
I won my
Duh.
own battle. I won my own battle to finish the Boston Marathon.
I am the Boston Marathon champion.
Everybody's a champion at the Boston Marathon. Come on,
Yay
let's be honest.
me. That's right, folks. This is your yay me moment. Get those hands up, or we will send you back and make you do it again, Falmouth.
That's right. If you don't have a
There they
smile
go.
on your face, you automatically get shipped back to the start line, and you're going to do it right the second
All
time.
right. Teleportation device waiting for you.
That's
Anyone
right,
with a
that's
grouchy
right.
face. Aw, hand in hand because they love each other.
Aw.
Very sweet. Sometimes people hold hands so the other one doesn't get away. And
Well,
break.
yeah, you know, hold on to the ones you love. Don't let them go.
Okay, we got Corey Connolly, Callie Junkin, Ryan Flame, Rich Devaney, Tish Kilroy, and the most stylish skirt on the course right there. A little
Nice one.
graphic material.
Nice
I
one.
like that. Stylish. Yeah, and what's with all the athletes that run way faster to the finish line? Because I always tend to slow down as I approach.
Well, that's what I was saying. Like, you would think, like, you spread out that 100-meter sprint like Usain Bolt. You spread it out over the previous 7 miles. You might actually run a little bit faster. But you know what? They're just excited. They're excited to get across the finish line, greet all these volunteers, get into the shipwreck, and get the real day going.
I'm impressed. I'm impressed. My mind might say sprint, but my legs say no, ma'am. Ashley Reddy, Mike McLaughlin, Niket Mascar, Ian Lebish, David Gravel, Colleen Holden. Welcome back, Falmouth. You did it. It is time for hot dogs. That's right.
Time for hot dogs. Again, we've got over 200 Massachusetts-based nonprofit organizations out here for the Numbers for Nonprofits program. Approximately 3,600 runners. If you see anybody with that teal and white heart on their bib, if you can look at it, that means they're running for one of these great causes out here. Last year, NFNP raised over $6.5 million, and they're on their way to the largest fundraising year ever with Dana-Farber Cancer Institute and the Jimmy Fund as the presenting partner of the Number for Nonprofits. I think that's actually one of the coolest things is when folks, they commit to this race, they commit to running, whether it's hot, whether it's cold, whether it's humid, whatever, but in the end, they're committing to someone, they're committing to a cause, they're committing to an organization, and it's so amazing to see that.
If you won't run for yourself, if you won't get up and go get some exercise on your own behalf, do it for somebody else, right?
Hey, a lot of people out there in need, and it's just great to see people out there that want to help those people in need. But right now, these runners need to get across the finish line.
That's right. We've got
They're right here. They need to get across.
Alyssa Dalton, Megan Riley, Maddie Cuppins, Nick Williams, Chris Scotty.
Just had John Bissonette, class of 81, finish.
Class of 81. There
Class
he
of
is.
81.
I think we got a father-son duo. Hands up, gentlemen.
There you go.
Bert Talaman, Alyssa Kamara, Ian Donnelly, Jack Ramiza, Nicole Davies, and Shannon LeBlanc.
Dr. John Hostetter just finishing. Congratulations, Doc.
Welcome to the finish line, Doc. Hey, don't drop your cell phones now. Everybody, they come up to the finish line. They're trying to run with their cell phone and take the selfie at the finish line. They drop the phone and phone breaks, and then, was it worth it?
I probably see 300 cell phones dropped a year right in front of finish lines, which is very entertaining.
Yes.
All right, champion of our tattoo division, there he is. Look at those sleeves.
Nice.
Some
Sweet
sort
tats.
of wolf terrifying
Sweet tats,
me.
bro. Got our American flag coming through here. Nice job. Hey, I wonder if he literally runs the entire race with his arm out there, because you're going to have a tired arm. Make sure it's not your drinking arm.
We got Jack Carroll here, local legend. Jack's got a long streak going in this race.
Nice job, Jack.
Turns back to the 70s.
So talk a little bit about the start line this morning, Fitz. How was it out there? How was the energy?
It was a lot of fun and a lot of silly fun. I like to be around runners who will laugh and appreciate a good time and meet each other. So a lot of new friends being made. And then,
I think
of course,
we just had Ellie McGilvery, Dave's daughter, just finished.
Oh, another McGilvery across the line.
yeah, when the chairs lined up, I mean, they're actually quite an intimidating bunch. The
Right.
racing chairs are in that aerodynamic position with the helmets and the mirrored lenses, and they scared a few children, but all a bunch of nice folks. It was great. We had a lot of fun.
And you had some company out there, TK Skandarian, just an absolutely adorable individual, a good friend of mine. I had the pleasure of working with him at the Boston Marathon, and just an absolute consummate professional, and I was kind of jealous that you got to be out there with TK at the start line.
I get all the good stuff, Mark.
Yeah,
I get
yeah, I
TK
know.
and you. So
Yeah, well, hey, there you go. There
lucky
you go.
me. Kristen Pittman's back. Brendan Bowen, Charlie Nicopolis, Owen Sanders, Julie Menendez. Hey, Julie. Brielle, Emma, Eric, James, and Matt. We are so happy to see you. Team ALS is everywhere. I love you guys. That is such a vicious disease, and you keep running till they find a cure. Allie Scanelli, Eric Goldman, Joshua Varias, Brenna Ryan, and Colin Mulligan.
We just had Susie Cleary, the BAA Elite Athlete, the numbering coordinator, just finished.
Susie Clary, again, another wonderful young lady that I had the pleasure of working with at the BAA. Got a lot of BAA action out here.
Nancy, Kevin, Aaron, Brian, Peter, hands up, folks. You have made it. Over 452 hills. I don't know how you did it, but your body said okay today. Put those hands up. Oh, and our chair athletes. Here we go. Is that Liam? Phenomenal.
572 hills. What was it about? Like
At least.
it was. I think it was about 120 bridges.
Yep.
Yeah, it was a lot of obstacles out here today. Probably felt like that for some.
I was so happy to be in the back of that press truck. It wasn't hard at all for me.
Stella Swan from Wellesley. Another Wellesley folks coming on in here. Michael Garcia, Jeffrey O'Brien from Freehold, Jessica Zimmerman, Carmen Neves, Kelly Buckley with the Dana-Farber Institute, Lindsay Benson coming on in here, Robert Burton from Stanford, Lawson Buckley, Patrick O'Brien, Matt Auger from Mashpee. Welcome, Matt. Hillary Price.
Oh,
And with his
she's
son,
got a life
Gray.
preserver.
Class of 85 state championship team right there with Matt and his son.
Nice.
Ian Diaz, Rob Spadafora, Krista Coal, Lisa Gautier, Emily Fernayes, and Brian Pratt. Folks, you look fantastic today. We're so excited for you. Thank you for choosing the Asics Falmouth Road Race. Oh, and Old Glory, my fellow patriots, let's make some noise for these gentlemen and our beautiful American flag. I love it. I love it. I'm a raging patriot, Mark.
Well, they're unfortunately only second and third place in the flag carrying
That's
category.
right.
We already had a gentleman come across, but still, top three is still very, very good at
Top
this
two.
race.
You could be top 100 and I'll lose my mind for
We
you.
have
if
our
you got
top
that thing.
two beard athletes come in already.
Already done,
We're
yeah.
still waiting for the third place beard athlete. And I don't know if we've seen number 2 and number 3 Barbies, but they may have passed us. Who
Well,
knows?
we've seen Ken.
We've seen Ken.
Yeah, Ken is now on
Ken
a
won
tear
the
after
tradition.
that movie. Everybody knows Ken's the most important now. Matt Rodenbush, Steve Waxman, Maria, Katie Johnson, Candace Queter, Matt McDonough, Sarah Belello, and Sarah Gagne. I don't know how to say that, Sarah, so sorry. Sarah, we're going to stick with that.
So we've got some pretty fit dudes coming on in here, shirtless, showing off the muscles. Maybe afterwards they might want to buy a finisher shirt. You might want to go see my friend Brandon over at the ball field for the Asics partner, the Run House, which is located on Main Street in Falmouth. And if you do want to get a finisher shirt and maybe a nice tight one to keep showing off the muscles, you can head on over to the Run House. Brandon's on the infield there, and you can buy a finisher shirt and some other great stuff. He's going to come visit me actually at Wellesley High School and show off some swag for my team. So I'm excited for that.
I would actually like a hat, a trucker hat would be nice for my little Irish
Trucker
face.
hats are good. I like the trucker hat look. That's a solid look. We got any trucker hats coming in here? We got a couple trucker hats coming in. Some running hats, some trucker hats.
We've got Haley Peretta, Anthony Corrente, James Pates, Tom Frost, Tom King. We got a BOGO on Tom's at the finish line. Andrew Fernstein, Dan Canali, Don Morris. Oh, Falmouth, let's celebrate you. You know how it's done. You put that left arm up, and then you're right. There you go. Pump the fist like you're from the New Jersey Shore. All sorts of options.
Nice. It looks like that was a selfie video there. That's good to get the video across the line. That's it. Arms up, arms wide. Maybe not quite as wide as Daniel Romanchek, but it's still wide at the finish line. Make sure you get that money shot for marathon photo.
Big high five for Stacy and Michelle. We got Barbara there. We're going to call her Babs today. Bobby.
Babs. Welcome, Babs.
Team hit. Julia, Ralph, Troy, and Nicole.
That's what I love. The high fives. The high fives coming down. Like, just high five a stranger. Give it up. I mean, they will give you a good high five. I don't know if they're going to give you a kiss like at, you know,
I think you should kiss as many strangers.
at the college there on the Boston Marathon, the Wellesley Tunnel. But, you know, they'll definitely give you a high five.
So
These folks are into it.
Infuriating.
Did you get a
ran
kiss
Boston in
at
21, post the C word, and nobody would kiss me.
Oh.
So rude.
Oh, rude.
Tragic.
Rude. They need an all men's college along the route for the ladies.
I know.
And then they got the all female.
Did I look like I had germs? No.
No,
the
of course
best germs.
not. Of course not.
Thank you. Thank you, Mark. Sonia, Amber, Jim, Lauren, and Sean. We got Mike, Steven, Lizanne, and Hannah. Oh, I like these people so much.
We got Abigail Peterson from Falmouth just finishing right now.
Nice, nice. So if you are still wondering where maybe your athlete is, if they haven't come across, or you're wondering kind of where they're at still on the course, make sure you download the RTRT app. You can track your runners. You can find results instantly, so you don't have to wait to find out what time they ran. So make sure you check that out, the RTRT app. Again, track your favorite runner, track your loved one, track your friend, track whoever you want. Right, Scott?
That's right. We just had another local athlete, Ed Swartz, finishing. Good friend of the race.
Here's Gwyn Burdell, Ryan Clark, Kelly Schultz, Michael Kablick, John McMillan, Annalise Jones, Sarah Dean, and all of the others. Look at them. So many running skirts on the course, too. Yes, sir, Mr. Tie-Dye. You've got the most beautiful finish of the day, Adam. That's Mark. Mark looking good.
All marks look good. Let's be honest here.
I want to have a mark competition. I'm going to line up all the marks later. And we'll
I don't know.
see.
These are marks with a K.
No. Marks with a K are excluded from the mark competition.
No.
Marks with a K are excluded. I'm sorry. Only the fancy marks get to be in that competition.
I know.
So, Scott, this is our 51st year. We've passed the 50-mile mark. What's the next big milestone? Is it 52, or are we already looking ahead to like the 75, the 100? What do we got?
Well, I think next year we have the 50th anniversary of our wheelchair event. So that's going to be a big celebration next year for them. And then we move up. I'm seeing an athlete over there, local boxing legend Tim Lineweaver, finishing right now in the maroon singlet.
Nice.
Tim's got a boxing match in New York next week.
Nice threesome there, ladies. Great outfits. Oh! They planned that out, I think.
They are doing the Barbie thing.
They must have planned
Pink
that out.
Skirts.
Yeah.
Hey, Barbie. That's right. And, have you seen the Barbie movie, Mark? I feel like maybe you and your steak.
I haven't seen. I did Oppenheimer with my son.
Nah.
We thought about doing the Barbieheimer.
Hold on. This would be a fine beard. He's got to make it somewhere in our
definitely honorable mention.
System.
Just had Paul Clark, looks like, finished along with his wife. Paul Clark just came across the line.
We love Paul Clark.
We love Paul Clark. Really happy to see Paul's involved with the Boston Marathon. Puts on a lot of great races around the Massachusetts area. So glad to see Paul come across the line there. No, I did not see Barbie yet, but I plan to see Barbie.
That's the magic word right there. Yet, and the theme is anyone could be Barbie, Mark.
Absolutely.
Mark, I want to give a shout out to the Falmouth High School Class of 85 state championship team that are all out here running together. Coach Tom Turkington is in the VIP tent. He's a local legend and coached many state championships. His first was captained by yours truly.
Wow,
So,
very nice.
Shout out to class of '85 all out here together.
Got a lot of good love from '85. So we're joined up here on the booth by our elite men coordinator, Tony Revis. Tony, we had a little difficulty talking to you out on the course, but we still had a fabulous race come our way. Tell us a little bit about what you saw, at least out there.
Wesley Kiptoo was 5th in this race last year. When I talked to him before the race, he said, what I learned last year is you cannot go it as hard as we did last year. And this morning he went out in 4:17 for the first mile. Backed it up with a 4:23, 13:36 at 5K, 26:30 at 6 miles.
27:40 something at 10K. It's like those are world championship times on the track.
We never thought we'd see times like this here at Falmouth, but a perfect day, 70 degrees Fahrenheit at the start, 58 degrees dew point.
The dew point, that was the key right there.
And a bit of a tailwind.
Yeah.
But it wasn't, I've never seen in my 40 years plus at Falmouth a wire-to-wire victory.
That is tough.
Even in the record years, it was a competition through 5 or 6 miles, and then the winner would break free. But here, Wesley Kiptoo went to the front and out of Woods Hole and was never headed. I mean, Edwin Kurgat and John Career gave chase, but they never got within 12 or 13 seconds.
Hey, our big sponsor, Asics, just had JP go through.
Oh,
Fantastic,
JP! I met JP a couple years ago. He is so awesome.
Yeah.
I have to catch up with JP.
We're real proud of that.
Tony,
Asics
that's a
partnership.
great encompass of the men's field out there. I mean, obviously he tied the record here today. It would have been great if he broke it. We thought he missed it by a second, but still fabulous time from him.
We thought it was an unassailable record.
Yeah, 30 years old.
No one thought, Gilbert O'Cari in 2004, historically one of the 2 or 3 greatest road racers in history.
Right.
Along with Joseph Kamani, another past Falmouth champion. But now Wesley Kiptoo adds his name to a very illustrious list.
Well, we were really great to have you out there. We're glad you were able to come here and at least give us a little bit of a encompassment of the race. The silky smooth voice of Tony Revis. I wish I had a voice like him. And a legendary commentator in the sport. And we hope to see you not only back here again next year, but certainly at the next great road race out there.
Thanks, Mark. Thanks, Fitz. Congratulations to all the runners. What a great American classic the Falmouth Road Race is.
Mark, I want to give a shout out to a couple locals. We just had Tommy Souza, local resident, along with Paula Baxter and Brian Studley, all just finished. Congratulations to them.
Oh, and here comes Uma Staylor with the Boston Buddies. I love you, Uma. Oh my gosh, we have so many phenomenal athletes out here. Look at these queens. Kimberly, Christina, Carly, Jackie, Olivia, and Chris. Nice. Margaret, fantastic. I love a finish line screamer. Yes, ma'am. Kyra, Caitlin, Kira, Nikki, Elizabeth. And some more Team ALS. Thank you, thank you.
And a local Falmouth athlete, Kate Brody, just tripping over the finish line right now. I think she made it.
Tiffany Antonucci, Kelsey Tierney, Deb Martell, Melissa Elmore. Oh, we have some very sweaty runners looking good. They've got their glowing/glistening. That's right.
Well, along with all of these amazing athletes out here, as they say, there is one group of people that truly run this race, and that's the volunteers out here. I absolutely adore volunteers at every one of these events. So everybody, if you're finishing the race, if you're standing here watching the race, a big round of applause for all these wonderful volunteers out here today who are truly running this race out here. And a big shout out to our volunteers of the year, Annette and Joe Messina. If you see them, they'll be in the info tent at the finish line. Be sure to thank them for all their years of service. And a big shout out to our volunteer managers, Carrie and Brian Brody. Again, volunteers absolutely make this race, and can't do it without them.
All right, well, now we got the runners doing this race. We got B and Mary, Tia, Peter, Kara, Manal, and Joseph. Welcome home. 7 miles for breakfast. Now you get to have a hot dog. That's right, hot dogs for everybody. Poland Springs water. We've got all the good stuff going on.
Well, it sounds like the 4th of July hot dog contest. You have your water, you got your hot dogs, and just see if you can break a record.
Yeah, on that note, we also have a ton of porta potties around here. Our potties are the finest in the land. They all
Speaking
come
of
with
hot dogs.
free Wi-Fi, fresh floral scent, and beautiful ocean views. And happy birthday, princess.
Oh, nice. Got the sash and everything.
Uh-huh.
Just had Holly Harney finish, local attorney.
Scott Patterson, Helen DeMakis, Rachel Brooks, Harris Austin, and Melissa Chiacciolo. Oh, and Adelia Strong. So you just saw a handful of folks in teal shirts running through the finish line. They are part of a group of 100-plus athletes running for sweet Adelia. Adelia is dealing with brain cancer right now. She's fighting a very, very tough brand. And they are looking for a cure, and that needs to come with some funding. So if anyone sees one of our friends in those teal Wonder Woman shirts with Adelia Strong on the back, ask them how you can contribute. That literally will save Adelia's life, and we certainly want to do that.
Absolutely.
So her mom is out there running today.
Nice, nice.
So let's do it for Adelia.
Oh, look at this little one coming in. That's it, sweetheart. Get your arms up in the air. Come on, celebrate. You're crossing the line. Hi. Happy, happy. Happy, happy. Nice. Love it, love it. I love when the little ones come across with them. Mine aren't so little anymore.
Hey, Cassie Thompson, Abby Kelly, Johnny Walker. Ha-ha. We could all have a little extra Johnny Walker today. Sarish, Patricia, Megan, and Susan.
Jim, Jack, and Johnny, I'm more of a Jack guy. Gotta admit it, I'm more of a Jack guy.
I'm more of a pale ale. Actually, I'm more of a Diet Coke girl, to be honest with you.
Well, Jack and Diet.
Just had Lynn Busher from Falmouth finishing. We got Doug McDonald from Falmouth coming down the hill right now.
Nice, nice.
Mike.
Welcome.
Maddie Crapo, local female athlete, coming down the finish chute.
Robert Hubble, Chris Stout, Amanda Sachs, Carrie Smith. Look at these matchy-matchy girls in the little skirts.
I love the matching outfits. You got to put some effort into that.
We almost have a matching outfit.
We almost have a matching outfit. Yeah, very much so. I got to get my white sunglasses on. Hold on here.
Giddy up. Kevin Coleman, Eliza Green. Oh, you do have white sunglasses.
You thought I was joking.
And there he is, Doug McDonald, 37 straight Falmouth. I might have got that number wrong, but I know it's been a lot.
We're twinnies.
We are.
We're twinnies.
Oh, my gosh. It's the first time. We're going to do this every day from now on. Nancy Anderson, Russell Tyler, Christy Kempton. Holy schmoly, more Team Adelia. And Mrs. Claus. Well,
welcome, welcome.
Santa's my favorite.
I'll see you later, let you know what I want for Christmas. You know what I want for Christmas? I want to come back here next year and do this all again.
Oh, that would be nice.
Oh, check this PCC team out, guys.
Oh, here we go, ladies. Give it up. Give it up. Nice job, nice job. All I want for Christmas is my 2 front teeth and to come back to Falmouth for the 52nd running.
52. Next year, we're going to have to, I don't know, throw some glitter on the course or something like that. We're going to add a little something different. Olivia's back. Marianne, Christine, Alyssa, Maxwell, and Andreas. Dawn, Christy, and Skylar. Athletes, we are so happy to have you back. Thank you so much for lining up at the start. Going the distance. We hope you've enjoyed the views.
Just had Slade Michael Burton finish the race.
Nice.
About a half hour behind his wife once again.
Now, a little secret is that before everybody woke up this morning, I went out to the coastline and did some whale calls. So if you saw some whales leaping, it was mine. Firefighter on the course. Thank you, sir. We love our first responders. They know how to do it. Look at those hands up like professionals. We've got Marathon Photo here, and they take beautiful pictures, so don't waste your opportunity to get a good one. Nice. Good listening. I like the way you put those hands up. There you go. 2 hands, 1 hand, the number 1 finger, the A-OK finger. You got a lot of choices. But if you frown and look at your watch, we will send you back to do it again. Rob Quinn, Michaela, Diane, Brian's back. Jacqueline, Christopher, Erica. Absolutely fantastic. Yes. Take advantage of this yay me moment. When else do you get one, right? Michael, we are proud of you, Mike. Lauren, Tobin, Chelsea, Christine, Ashley, and Tom. Team Adelia.
Can't miss those PCC shirts. Congratulations.
Oh, and our Falmouth Fire Rescue through the finish. Thanks, guys. And another Ken. Welcome, Ken.
So, Fitz, I had just gotten a report from Matt West from DMSC. We had about 9,600 plus pick up their bibs at the Expo over the weekend. We had about 9,300 actually start the event.
You know what
so,
happened?
What?
400 of them went to the Zach Brown concert.
Oh, that's right. They probably had dual
Too much.
entries.
That's right.
So, but I tell you what, I mean, out of a 10,000 field, a 7% attrition is very, very low. You typically have 15, 20% people don't start, don't pick up their bibs, whatever. So people signed up for this saying, and darn it, they wanted to do it. And they have. They started. 9,300 people are going to be coming across this line here today. And out of 10,000, that is a tremendous amount of people that decided that the commitment to this event and this race is important. And that maybe Zach Brown isn't that important to their lives.
Zach Brown, I know. One of my friends reached out and said she couldn't come because her parakeet was sick. So
that sounds like a Zach Brown excuse to me.
All our prayers will be with that parakeet.
Yeah.
Ian Matthews, Julia's here, Bridget, Charles, Andrew.
Got the panda.
And the panda.
The panda award. Carrying a panda for 7 miles, not bad.
Not bad. Alicia, Julie, William, Kate, Ben, Kevin, and Linda.
Nice little crew there representing ALS. Way to go, guys. See a lot of these great charities coming on in here now. It's a great opportunity to call out some of these amazing organizations that are raising just millions and millions of dollars every year. It's fantastic.
Oh, we got a nice sign over there. Go Ryan and Rachel. Yes. Look at this queen. Nisa. Ariana. My family are Fitzgeralds too. Where's my Fitzgeralds? They're not identifying themselves. They don't want to know me.
No. They're
Dawn,
persona non
Sharice,
grata.
Kelly, Julie, Matt McQueenie, and Colleen Caruso. Team and Alzheimer's is all over the place, which is another real mean one. We sure would love to find some answers.
Nice
and some
big crew
solutions.
here from Dana-Farber. Welcome, folks.
Thank you for doing that. Hot pepper. Look at that, man. Nice. Nice choice. Welcome, Catherine Duran, Beth Merrifield, Melissa LeBlanc. There's lots of LeBlancs here. How you doing?
How you doing?
How you doing? Ken Bowman, Maria Lane, Tina Flaherty, John Murphy.
Supposedly. Supposedly.
Andrew Bott, Julie Richer. And look at these cuties with the blue and yellow. Very pretty outfits.
Becky Brown from Boston coming through. Annie Glosky. Annie Gabriel. Karen Nee from Pembroke. Brianna Braun. John McCabe from Falmouth. Welcome, John. Amanda Eisler.
Oh, and one of our duos. We love our racing duos. That's Matt Bruce's chair. Congrats, guys.
Mark Butler, Mark with a C. He could be part of the Mark competition.
He could, okay.
We can line him up with the Marks and
the good Marks.
The good Marks, the non-K Marks. Tia Hill came through. Scott Tuttle, Aaron Crowley, Terry Quinn, Beth Crompton, Peter Donati from Saugus. Welcome to the finish line. Daniel coming through. Patrick Hogan from Wildwood, Missouri.
Missouri.
Holy cow. That's far.
John Machado, Michelle Beechenor, Michael Titel, Julia McCarthy, Aaron Pitcher, and Allison Romano.
We got folks from Missouri, but we do not have folks from Hawaii.
How
I got a little.
rude.
I'm a little upset about our Hawaiian friends. That's all right. You know what
Next
though?
year.
There's a lot going on in Hawaii right now.
know.
People might be a little busy.
We're
and
going to be a little
all,
forgiving.
all the prayers out to the folks out there in Maui dealing with that devastation out there. So maybe they got some other things to do, which
That's right. That's
totally
right, that's
understandable.
right. All right, Katie Lombardi, Carrie Eckert, and Brian Eckert. It is the Eckert Racing Team. We love them.
Nice. I've heard of them before.
Grace, Christina, Emily, Caesar, Michelle, and Joanne. Hands up, athletes. You have earned this.
There you go. Get that money shot. Marathon Photos. Going to take your photo. Get the arms up. Get the smile out. Live it. Live it.
Hey, cheer squad. What you doing with those hands of yours?
Come on, let's go.
We know you got big mouths. These folks have been working hard for a
There
really
we go.
long
That's right.
time.
They need it. They want it. They deserve it. How happy do you got to be coming down that hill, seeing the finish line, seeing the flag up in the sky? That's just got to be a great feeling.
It's absolutely gorgeous, and the downhill finish is primo. It is
Nice, buddy. And he's
spectacular.
got the banana too. He's all ready to get the potassium back in him.
Pre-bananaed.
Somebody taught that kid well.
All right, Jim Keefe, Kyla Collette, Sean Burgess, Riley O'Brien, Samantha Dwyer, Connolly, Frank O'Brien. Got a lot of Irish folks out here. Jessica Deckinger, Cameron Dorr.
Well, go ahead.
Welcome back, Falmouth. Oh, look at that American flag. I've been missing it. Look, Mark, I finally just
nice.
saw it.
That thing's beautiful.
Holy smokes.
That thing's beautiful.
And the smartest athlete on the court with the big old floppy hat. That is how
Nice.
you do it, sir.
Keep the sun off. He's chilling. He's chilling. Got a lot of great stuff for these athletes as they come across the finish line. They're going to be getting a Rice Krispie treat, a banana, as my man already had in his hand.
And a hot dog.
And a hot dog. That's our theme for tonight, folks. Aloha protein bar, potato chips by Nantucket Crisp, a bottle of Gatorade.
I
had to open up that can of worms with the
Anytime
Gatorade.
you have a sip of Gatorade, you must
do the
a
Gatorade.
chomp and
That's
say
what
go
I have
Gators.
learned from somebody.
Gatorade was officially invented for the Florida Gator football team, so
You guys are living off of that
That's
stat.
right.
Yeah,
That's right.
It's a good stat. It's a good stat.
by law, you have to
By
do
law,
it.
you have to do the Gator.
Maxie Pomeroy, and it's good exercise.
Yep.
Mary
Oh.
McLaughlin, Tina
Hey,
Higgins.
Brian, hey, Mark, we got to give it up right here. We got Brian Salzberg.
Yes!
Number 51 right
Oh!
here. We've been waiting for you, Brian. Congratulations. 51 straight races.
A god amongst
Right here, coming
mere
across the line in the
mortals.
hat. Give it up for him, folks. 51 straight Falmouth road races. Wow. I don't know if I'll ever do 51 of anything.
He looks great, too. I think he's got 10 more in him anyways.
Oh, jeez.
I feel like you might be in for 51 hot dogs at some point. That's just my guess.
51 hot dogs, 51 beers. I don't know. We'll see. We'll see what goes down best.
Hey, Team Dana-Farber, excellent. You are all over the place. In fact, we are infested with people running for Team Dana-Farber, and we like it. Joe Grilly, Juliana Bostick, Trinity Montoya, and Damian Macello.
We saw a lot of great representation from the Hoyts and in honor of Rick and Dick Hoyt. And again, I had mentioned earlier about Cape Cod Coffee, giving me some of that wonderful warm water. They're actually donating proceeds from the Special Runners Roast Blend to the Hoyt Foundation in honor of the legacy and legendary that is Rick and Dick Hoyt. So we're really excited for them to help us out.
Well, I tell you, their legacy really stands as changing other people's lives. Man, They got it done. Nicole Bramwell, Coco's here. Brian, Joseph, Caitlin, Rebecca, John, Philip, and Ashley. Oh, are you all a sight for sore eyes?
We're spraying up here on the booth. Make sure everybody's got some sunscreen out here today. It's a beautiful day, but it's definitely a sunny day. So make sure you're screening up. Take care of it. Take care of that skin. It's the only one you got. Naomi Crilly from Winthrop coming through here. Victoria Pieri. The Leonards coming through. Welcome, Leonards. Stephanie McLaughlin coming on through here. Lindsay Lewis from Millbury. Edward Marshall, local boy from Falmouth. Welcome, Michael Moran from Eagle, Colorado. Wow, there's a good trip for you. Amanda Pitts.
So he thinks this is totally easy.
We got Falmouth resident and
People.
attorney Chris Leppert's finishing. Lebby on the links.
Yeah, you got to figure those folks from Colorado kind of like this is like a soft.
That's
soft
right. This
for
is
them.
like a 3-miler.
They're not in the altitude. Boulder, if you've ever run it, folks, is one of the toughest races around.
Thank you, Jennifer.
Laura Collins from Falmouth coming through. Daniel Denninson, Jillian Mora from Lakeville, Mass.
Phil Cronin.
Welcome, everybody.
Terry from Florida. There you go. We're taking her home on the fun bus. So every race, I get a bus, and I fill it with fun people and Floridians. And so for the Floridians, we turn the heat up high, and then I throw a few mosquitoes in there, and then one alligator to crawl around the bottom. And then we all carpool home to the Sunshine State. It's
I
very
told
cozy.
you on Friday night, I will gladly take the snowstorms here because we don't have alligators, we don't have killer mosquitoes, we don't have hurricanes. We're good here in Mass. We're good with what we got. We're darn happy. You get what you get, and you don't get upset, right?
No snow for me, no. All right, Zoe, Haley, Tiffany, Courtney, Emily, Megan, welcome home, friends. And it's possible that our back of the Packers are even more attractive than our front of the Packers. And especially since they can't hear me anymore, I'm going to say it. These people are far more attractive than the first starters.
Way to kiss up.
That's right.
That's it.
It's true, though.
You might get some free Diet Cokes later on.
That's what I'm hoping
and
for.
And maybe some free hot dogs.
No, yeah.
No, not for you. But I'll glad if you get the free hot dogs, make sure you just give them my way. Give them my way. I'll take care of it.
Hey, Debbie Murphy, Pete Doolittle, Olivia Cawley, Michelle Gorin. I tried, sorry. Goffrin. There you go. Yay, I got it. Julia Vitarello, Skylar Hilton. Oh, and our kilted runner. This will be the champion of the kilt division. Sir, is that a proper kilt? He does not want to answer. That means it probably is.
So what are you trying to say is a perfect kilt there,
A proper
Fritz?
kilt.
A proper kilt. We all know. We all know.
I'm not going to upset anybody.
No.
Michelle, Erin, Jessica, Julianne, Cece, and Aaron. That's one of those if you know, you knows.
If you knows, you knows.
If you knows, you knows.
Welcome, folks. Welcome. If you can hear our voice, the finish line's right here. Give us everything you got left. Give us a high five. Give us a wave. Put the arms up in the air. Get that money shot from Marathon Photo.
I'm also okay with cartwheels. I do enjoy
Cartwheels
a finish line
work.
cartwheel.
No slip and slides. I prefer that. Probably not good.
Somersault.
Tuck and roll, maybe. Tuck and roll. I've seen a tuck and roll before.
It's very attainable.
I've also seen some sprints, and this guy right here is sprinting through the line. Looks like he left Mom in the dust.
That was a Kukalika.
You got to let Mom win. Come on, folks. Let
Yeah.
Mom win. Well, don't let her win. Just stay behind.
Jenny, Michelle, Kira, Nina, and William, welcome home. Yeah, my son will not let me win in anything. In fact, he wants to pound me mercilessly. All right, Richard D'Angelo, 73 years young, making it look easy.
Wow. Nancy Hubbard coming through here. Julie Canfield, Susan Hassan from South Weymouth, Donna Nofi from Hanover, Kelly Stewart, Lynn Lyons, Great job, Bob Kelly coming in from Needham. Bob, where are you? Needham now. Give it up, Bob. Kevin Connors from Belmont. Allison Culley from Foxborough. Welcome, folks.
Hey, we love seeing these hands go up high. We got a bunch of smart runners. They know how it's done. Sharon, Michael, Andrew, Victor,
69 years young, Victor. Good
Victor.
job.
Connor, Hagedis, Lauren Falvey, Lauren Spencer, Carol, Michelle, James McClure. Aaron, Emily, Kaylin, Katie, Charles, Molly, and Marjorie. Dan Gorman, Mike Balio, Tom Agresta. A-Sling, Marnie, Lisbeth, the fanciest named girls on our course right now. That's right. Kiersey, Nuala, John, Mandy. I like these stars. The little outfit, Laura, very cute.
Ann Walsh coming in from Walpole. Welcome, Ann. Running for the League School of Greater Boston. Caitlin Dunley. Great job, folks. Great job. You're here at the finish line. You made it. Matt Poro, Jessica Cage, Elvin Grafe, Peter Seaman coming through here. Jennifer Fowler running for the Joseph Middle Miss Org. That screened so fast through, I couldn't get the rest of it. Karen Gutentag. Gutentag.
Gutentag, that's
Gutentag.
good day
That's
in
good day.
German, right?
Yeah, Gutentag.
Hey, we just had one of our athletes. It's Glam and Guns. Miriam, she is a bodybuilding champion with super cool hair. We became best friends yesterday at the kids' races.
Is
and
she
she
swole?
also
Is she swole?
She's ripped. Yeah,
She's
she's
ripped?
super fit and
Get swole.
and she just did a great job today
Wow,
too. So
that's
we've got
awesome.
all sorts of athletes. I've seen boxers and bodybuilders and probably soccer players and stuff like that too.
We got it all. We got it all, folks. We got
All right.
melting pot of athletes.
Alan Greenberg, Marcus Timonelli, Patricia Plant, Don Spellman, Mike Barrett, and Melissa DeMilla.
Now, wait a minute. Yeah. Does everybody feel all right?
All right, stop the presses, folks. Eyes on the finish line as 86 years young Margaret Patch finishes. Oh, all hail Margaret.
Nice job.
Woo!
Nice job.
7 miles from Margaret Patch. I bet
Wow.
she's done this before.
Yeah. She's done it. She's done it.
Rachel Dodson, Ashley Rios, Laura Bauer, Eric Santaniello, Eleanor Wallen.
We just let's stick to the Japanese names, I think, for you.
Yeah, I do
Yeah,
like
yeah.
those. The harder they are, the easier they are.
Mary
It
Lou
doesn't make
Renner
any
coming
sense.
through from Falmouth. Great job, Mary
72
Lou.
years young, Mary Lou.
Wow. Wonderful.
Tina Green, Caitlin Kickham. I like that last name, Kickham, and I
Kick
would
'em?
use it.
Kick 'em. If you can't beat them, kick them.
That's right.
Hannah Brown from Chelmsford.
Brittany Power, Nancy Mann.
Great job. Field's starting to thin out a little bit as we get towards the back end of these 9,300 runners
That's
who
right, we're
started this morning.
We're getting to the good part.
Getting the good part, the juicy part.
Hands up, friends, if you do not do it. You did not do it. It's required.
There you go. Hands up.
I love this trio holding hands. They know how to celebrate. You know how to celebrate. Daniel, Shannon, Brian, Priscilla. Lottie, that's cute. Lottie da. Dawn, Gary, Beth, and another one of our great racing duos. Kudos and congrats.
Mary Foley Smith, 72 years young, coming across the line. Great job, Mary. Maureen Walsh. Kim Bilderback from East Mass.
Not to be confused with West.
Yeah, I was going to say East, West, North. That would be confusing to me.
Brian Chisholm, Lou Falcone, Megan McCarthy, Robin Ruddle, and Colin Corsorin.
Joe Finnegan from Reading coming through. Great job, Joe. Nicole Hay, Anne-Marie Brock.
All right, so this is about the fourth person I've seen barefoot in the last few minutes.
Really?
So you get no running shoe contracts if you run barefoot.
No. You're not gonna get any sponsorships barefoot. No, they need to sell shoes. You need to wear shoes.
Virginia Velasquez, Jeremy Schmackman.
Denise Lewandowski. I love that name. That's a soccer player, Lewandowski.
Look at this beautiful smile on you, Denise. Absolutely gorgeous. Marley Brom, Paige Zarnowski, Christopher Donahue, Stephanie Koch, Alejandra Rodriguez.
Michael Murphy, all the way from Phoenix, Arizona. Michael, where are you? Put your hands up. Didn't see Michael all the way from Phoenix. Great job.
Here's Bromley. That's a fancy name. Leanne, Dana, Mary, Lisa. Oh, so good to see you. Do the thing when you get here. There you go.
Elizabeth Day from Haverhill. Again, another name that I messed up. I called it Haverhill.
Oh.
But it's Haverhill.
Haverhill.
It doesn't look like it's Haverhill at all, but it is Haverhill apparently.
I think it's actually Haverhill.
Haverhill.
I got a lesson
Haverhill,
on that. It's
I'm
Haverhill.
still getting it wrong.
Right. Roger, Matthew, Maureen, Allison, Jennifer, Tammy, and Linnea. Oh, boy. Look at that guy. He knows how to finish line. Total stud.
The mistake sometimes is putting your hands up a little too early.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So you got to keep them there.
Yeah, you got to keep them there for a long time. You can't drop them back down. Once you got them up, you got to keep them up.
That's called owning it.
You got to own it.
This one's mine
That is
right
definitely
here.
called owning it.
Lisa Young, Antonia. Gabrielle Camaro. Tracy Menke, Lisa Vuana, Jay Frisbee.
Oh, he beat you, buddy. He got you. He held you off. Nice try, though.
Haley, Kiernan, Kimberly, Elena. Look at these little pink fuzzy headband things, you little alien, you. Erin Morrissey, Sandy Latau, Janet O'Brien, Megan McKeon, Carly Finnegan.
Blatant plug. Just got my another cup of Cape Cod coffee here. Second round. I'm ready to go.
That is a good son you have.
Oh, yeah.
Sonia, Amanda, Deanne, Dave Baker. Janice Gray, Dave Sampson, Madison O'Rourke, Nicole Zabelli Berry, Antoinette Zabelli. All the Zabellis are here, the Zabelli racing team.
This is my jam here, the 80s. This is my jam. This is my groove right in here, the 80s.
Name the band. Come on, Mark.
No, not the Bengals. Why am I going blank on the band? Who's the band name? Somebody shout it out.
The Go-Go's.
Go-Go's. The Go-Go's, of course.
Patrick Tryon, Kelly D'Amelio, Ashley Clark, Deepa Chungi. So I mix all the music myself because I'm obsessed with music, and it matters.
Same.
Either
choose.
finish line will be
Mix
totally
everything.
lame unless you've got a rock star mix.
I bring my own tunes, my own jams. We got Jay Arthur here mixing for us, but but sometimes I bring my own tunes, and yeah, it's important to have that right playlist.
That's Mark Harrington.
With a K? With a C. Nice. We got another Mark with a C for the contest. Make sure you join us for the contest afterwards. We're going to have a Mark lined up. Best Mark with a C.
Tamar, Tracy, Sarah, Ashley, Mark Forbes, Mark Kamenetsi.
Mark.
And we got a princess at the finish line.
We got Mark
Congratulations,
Forbes.
Your Highness.
Mark Forbes, unfortunately, you're not on the Mark contest,
No.
but that's okay. You know, when I was in elementary school, I was in trouble, and the teacher said, "Hey, you're in trouble. What's your name on?" You know, they write your name on the chalkboard, and I said Mark, and she writes it M-A-R-K.
And
I went,
"You're in trouble."
and I said, "No, it's with the C." So she wrote it M-A-R-C-K. This was an English teacher, folks.
Perfect.
That was an English teacher.
Okay. Eyes on the finish line from Woburn. 80 years young, Mr. Richard Neal.
Here he comes. Give it up, Richard. Nice job. Look at it. He's all business. He's all business. All business.
When I grow up, I want to be like Richard Neal. Reagan, Gilbert, Christopher, Julie, and Alicia.
Holly O'Toole coming in from Foxborough. Kristen Hott from Peabody.
Peabody, that's
Peabody.
another one.
That's another one. Not Peabody, Peabody.
Lee Nave, Jilly Santos, Glenn Cully. Actually, I do think the Massachusetts folks got together and like, you know what, we're going to spell it one way, pronounce it a totally different way, and then anyone who comes here we can make feel inferior because they don't know.
Well, the dropping of the R's, the adding of the W's.
And then the CH sound, which totally doesn't exist.
It's confusing, but we're getting it. We're getting it.
Oh, my gosh. Mark Kennedy. We like Mark Kennedy. Marie Leonard, Deborah McGrail. Hey, Melissa Belovich, if you squeak by, I love you.
Kelly and Alex Light coming in. Where's Kelly and Alex? They're coming in right now. Nice job. Nice job. Kelly and Alex coming across the line together. Beautiful.
Teresa Owens, beating cancer. We like that, Teresa. Thank you.
As they say. Kelly Millen just came in for Dana Farmer. The lights were running for Mildred's Dream Foundation. Great job.
Carrie Riffle from Harleysville. Donna Velt, Manchester. Oh, I do like these people very much, Mark. We did save the best for last. Trisha Middaugh, Julie Kinch, Patrick Fay.
Julie Kent's running for Dogs for Better Lives. I'm a dog owner.
Yes.
I love it, love it, love it. Dogs should have better lives. 100%.
I have two rescues,
What-
Joey and Piper.
What kind of dogs?
Joey is a Terrier Jack Russell mix, and then Piper, she's 14. She's a Labrador Greyhound, yellow.
I've got an old English bulldog,
Oh.
and she is my entire world.
That's right.
Absolutely.
Sorry, son.
Yeah, sorry.
You missed it.
My son's important, but my dog.
76 years young. That's Tom Sparra, making it look easy. Well done, Tom. Robbie Mankus, Olivia Paveo. Yeah, I leave town so much. That's the worst part is my dogs are terrible at FaceTime, and when I leave in the morning, they give me the guilt trip at the door.
Yeah.
It's heartbreaking.
But really, you're gone for a week. They thought you were gone for 5 minutes. Let's be honest.
I hope.
Nice. Way to represent, brother.
Oh,
Way to
gorgeous.
represent. Flag high, flag high.
That
Nice.
is Steven.
Hoorah!
Strauss.
Hoorah, baby, hoorah.
Mary Jane Southard, Kelsey Ultimus, Kate Fisk, Jamie Lyons. Hey guys, online we have the at-home edition of the Falmouth Road Race. So if you got someone at home you want them to watch, let them know. And if you want to just go home and rewatch it all again, you probably can, right? Replay forever.
Absolutely. So you can see on the Jumbotron right now, they've got some great photos popping up there if you've got a view of the Jumbotron. So that's the at-home version of the Asics Falmouth Road Race. So great stuff. We got that on right now on the Jumbotron. And we wish those folks could have joined us in person. but we're real thankful that they're able to still be a part of the event. A lot of them also raising money for some great charities. They just weren't able to make it here specifically for one reason or another. So big shout out to all the at-home, well, I guess what they call now the virtual Asics Falmouth Road Race.
That's right.
So
You can even do it if you're running in place, right? You could just stand
Absolutely.
there and run until our final finisher comes in. That's your goal. Mary Brady, Kim Burns, Luis D'Amato, Rob Soldani. Oh, boy, Robert Soldani running Falmouth Road Race. Man, happy 80th birthday.
What?
Wow.
What?
Robert Soldani, we are proud of you. Thanks for joining us.
Big round of applause for Robert on his birthday, folks, coming across.
Right there in the white hat, navy tank, and I need an ID on that guy because I kind of don't believe he's 80. He looks a lot younger. We got Mary Waltuck, 75.
Terry Bellew, who's also just had 25 years at Falmouth, and a happy 70th birthday to Terry as well. Great job. 25th Falmouth. Like this, you can see more.
Oh, thank you.
Bigger picture. I mean, it's not going as fast now.
Yeah. Amy Miller, James O'Brien. Look at you. James and Jessica O'Brien.
James and Jessica, welcome, welcome. Amy Miller from Marshfield. Marshfield.
Lincoln, George, Travis.
Kelsey McWilliams coming on in here from Boston. Welcome to the finish line, Kelsey. Joan Epler from Wellesley. Welcome, Joan. Roll Raiders. Gary and Joan Epler coming across here. Great job, folks.
Kathleen Flynn, Matt Neal. Wow. Frank Panozzi from Providence. Frank, I need a ride to the airport. You stick around and take me there tomorrow, please. I'm just making connections right now.
You got it, you know. That's how it works.
Hey, Mark, from Falmouth Road Race, I want to give a big congratulations to my niece, Lexi, who just graduated as an anesthesiology assistant.
Happy grad.
Appallingly smart. So proud. And get this, starting salary at 25 years old, $275,000 a year.
Wow, I am definitely in the wrong business.
I know.
I love coaching and teaching, but geez, come on, that's a good gig.
You're not also making $75,000 this weekend?
No, well, and bonuses. I mean, you add up all the bonuses. I think I'm getting something close to that.
Something close.
Something close to that. But of course, I got my assistant fees for my son.
Right.
And that tomahawk steak was not very cheap last night. Let's be honest. It was really good, but it wasn't inexpensive.
Yeah, I know you're not supposed to talk money, but $275,000 a year at 25.
That's not bad. That's not bad. That's a good way to start off life.
All she's got to do is keep people alive every day.
Yeah, that's not too much responsibility. We still got a few folks, or maybe several folks out here on the course. We, of course, want to really thank all of our spectators that came out here today. There's already a nice big lineup here for Shipwreck. How's everybody doing over there at Shipwrecked in line? Hoping to get in there, get some partying going on. Great job. Enjoy yourself at the bash there in Shipwrecked. You can also head on over to Sopranos. What up, everybody at Sopranos on the deck? Can I get away from Sopranos? Can you hear me? They can't hear me. Maybe the sound doesn't go over there. Or they're too busy eating Italian food.
We got Carrie McManus just charged through that finish line. Marsha Liddell, Benjamin Pushner. Oh, Marsha, 77. Oh, boy.
Nice job, folks.
Michelle Peterson Minshaw, Mary Medeiros, Chelsea Blanda, and Shayna Whittlitz. And Falmouth Fire. We like those guys. Thank you so much. Thanks so much to Falmouth PD.
All the, fire, EMS, police, all of these great folks out here keeping us, again, safe and sound. Can't do it without them.
Olivia McDonald, Jill Marchuka, Ann Brennan, David Benford, Leah Meinstein, Dan Pollock from Sarasota. Hey, we got a fellow Floridian, Dan. You don't know this, but you got to join me on the Florida bus on the way home. We're going to carpool.
Isn't there a cap for how many Florida people are allowed in Massachusetts at one time?
I buy an extendable bus, and then I just keep adding on.
We give you a little bit of compensation on race day. But, when the race is over, you guys got to go back to your sunshine, your gators, your killer mosquitoes, and everything else.
Nikki Jorday, Michelle Itzkowitz, Cliff Scott. Oh, Cliff Scott, 77. Cliff, you're the man. Yeah, but you know what happens come November? As all these people come down to my state. They all start escaping.
Yeah. We got to go and get that sunshine.
Then they call in the Florida bus, and we have to extend it.
Well, we could just take the bus down there, drop them all off, and then we'll bring you all back up for, it's just kind of a routine.
It is about 105 right now. So.
Yeah.
Julie Irish, Debbie Kirk, Chloe Pinnigan, Lauren Morley.
As you are finishing today's race, and spectators, as you're sticking around in the area or maybe leaving the area, make sure you thank all these wonderful volunteers that have been out here today helping all of our athletes, over 2,000 strong. Make sure, again, you see anybody with a volunteer shirt, make sure you give them a handshake, give them a thank you. Oh, my goodness, I'm already looking back behind me, and in the ball field is packed to the hilt. They are already partying and choking down hot dogs in the ball field. So, again, if you see a volunteer, if you see a race organizer, make sure you thank them. We're so happy for everybody today and everybody's help. And, of course, all the residents here in Falmouth Heights and in Woods Hole, all the folks out there, and everybody along the course for letting us host this, yet again, wonderful, beautiful Asics Falmouth Road Race for the 51st year in a row.
Hey, man, 77 years young, Brian Miller from Newton. Well done, sir. James Dowd. To James Dowd. We do have a BOGO on James Dowd's. Lisa Wren. Mary Zach from Brewster. Jack Higgins. Jason Windle. Karen Harvey and Steve Gattogio.
That's a good one. I don't know, sir, if you knew, but there's something stuck to your back.
Barnacles.
You got something stuck to your back there. I don't know if you want to get that off. Good job.
All right, so do you think we get any special access into Shipwrecked, or do we have to wait in the back?
Oh, absolutely, absolutely. Yeah. Just tell them you know me.
That's right.
And they'll get you all hooked up in the VIP section.
Okay, folks. Arnold Rosenberg, 82 years young. Susan Rosenberg, 79, along with Rachel Michelson. Holy cow, we are role modeling so hard right now.
Nice.
Interesting how many people say, I can't. I can't do a 5K. But if you can walk through the mall for an hour, you can do a 5K, right? We have people who actually had 0 legs come out and do this race today, either on prosthetics or in chairs. So there's an opportunity for absolutely everybody out here. I hope if you're listening and you've been too nervous to join us, start with a 1 mile, come on out. Be a part of our running family.
It really is. It's a family out here. I mean, no matter what road race you go to, and especially if you go to multiple ones, you see the same people. They're all out enjoying this wonderful sport. So take it up, like Fitz said, 1 mile at a time, and soon you'll be crossing the 7 mile here at Falmouth, and maybe even a marathon someday down the road.
And that's Bernard Wood, 75. Well done, Bernard.
Great job, great job.
Woo! Nicole Harris, also running for ALS 1. Thank you, Nicole. Oh, beautiful girl. You look so good on that Jumbotron. Look up to your right. She's says, I will not look up to my right. Erin Haley. Look up there. That's you, sweetie. 8-0.
Everything's all about the Swift now, huh?
I actually feel really foolish for not buying tickets.
Really?
I would have looked like an epic tour. I'm not a huge fan.
Yeah.
But now I see her on stage.
But it's the show. It's the show that you got to go to, fan or not.
Iconic. Yeah, she is.
I knew people that bought 2 nights in a row here in Boston and sold one night, and it paid for what they got for that one night. It paid for both nights originally.
So here's the deal. Last tour, crazy. The 2024, those tickets were on sale for $106.
Wow.
I tried to get them in Miami 2 days after they sold out.
Impressive.
So that
Impressive.
was timing is everything, apparently. Oh, it's the Pembrokes. Hey, Pembrokes. Are we a father-son duo, Pembrokes? Ah, I love it. What a cool thing to do together. We love you guys. Proud father, proud son. Oh, and this runway is yours, Queen. 79 years young, from Oak Bluffs. Her name is Joan Evell. Joan does the Queen wave. Right behind her, from North Falmouth, Lori Wisseman. Hey, Lori. Lori looks like a lot of fun.
Hey, shake it off. You're almost at the finish line. There you go. Shake it off. You're at the finish. Shake off that 7 miles.
Hey, Rich Seal, I feel like you've come through a lot of my finish lines. Rich Seal, outstanding performance. Kenneth Detman, Christina Johnson, and David Fennessy. 75, holy cow, David.
This is our pickleball group yesterday. Awesome.
So cool. David, we've got a hot dog with your name on it.
Ellen Connolly coming in for recovery without walls. Great job, great job.
Steve Sidlovich from Milton, attaboy. Ellen, you look gorgeous in green. Wear it more often. Oh. Judy Karnicki. Hey, Judy. Judy. This is where are you voice in the sky.
I know. I love that when you're talking to them and they're looking all around. They don't know where you are.
All right, Christelle McDonald knows where we are, right, Christelle? No, look to your left, Christelle. Looks like this.
There we are, right up here. There we go. There you are.
Noreen McNamara from Portland, Maine. Mary Jo Abbott, East Falmouth. So you know what I got, Mark?
What's that?
Sweaty ears.
Oh yeah, I know. I've had to take the headphones off a couple of times. That's an odd feeling.
Sticky.
It's an odd feeling.
Jim Hawkins. We like you, Jim Hawkins from Attleboro. And Chris Grady. Team Impact. He's 16. What a do-gooder at 16. We like that, Chris.
Nice job.
Maria Lynn from Lynn. It's confusing and convenient. Bob Moore, 76. Holy smokes. And our friend and yours from Team Slow AF, Martinez Evans and Miss LaToya Snell. Congratulations on your big 7 miles. We are proud of you. Thanks for being a special part of our event. Bob Moore. Bob Moore, 76. Killing it. What if we have tan lines in the shape of the ear things?
Yeah, I'm a little worried about that. I'm definitely going to have a little bit tanner left side than right side, but that's okay.
So at my house, there's a little shelf next to my door that holds the keys. And on top of it is, and again, it's Florida, 4 cans of sunscreen and 4 cans of bug spray. And so that's what I smell like all the time. Just so you know, if you want to imagine, if you're ever on FaceTime with me, know that I smell like DEET and sunscreen. So coconut.
DEET and copper tone.
Uh-huh.
Yeah, nice.